Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
The following program is paid for by Learfield Bobcat Sports Properties.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Basketball, brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Prime Lending, home loans made simple, equal housing lender. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Well, you've survived January, and your reward to open up February is the top Big Sky team visiting Bozeman today. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you on this Thursday evening as the Montana State University Bobcats welcome in the Eastern Washington University Eagles. Alongside at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position is Brian Prevey. And Brian, here we go. Bobcats trying to end the Eagles' 9-game winning streak. These are the two teams that have been atop the Big Sky the last 2 years. Obviously, Montana State much different, but Eastern Washington more the same.
Yeah, it really is. It's rinse and repeat. As you watch them play, they're doing the same thing they've been doing. They've got a bunch of guys that are all about 6'6", 6'7", with one guy under that and a couple guys taller than that. And they come out, they play really well together. What's amazing about this Eagle team, though, maybe different than the past, is they've always been really good offensively, but this year's Eagles team is the best team in the Big Sky in conference play in virtually every defensive category. They're nationally ranked in several things. They have really improved on that end of the floor.
Yeah, they're only allowing 66 points in conference play, allowing opponents to shoot under 40% and under 30% from three, all first during Big Sky play. All right, before we dive too deeply into this matchup between the Bobcats and the Eagles, let's put last weekend away for Montana State. We've been talking about it all week. You know, the Cats played 78 minutes of awesome basketball, and those last two at Portland State soured what could have been an amazing 2-0 week, which would have put the Bobcats in second place, sitting at 6-2. Unfortunately, down to 5-3, still in a great position in the hunt for one of those top two seeds, but a real missed opportunity this weekend.
Yeah, there's no doubt. That especially last minute down in Portland was brutal. They were unable to finish out a game that they should have been able to finish out, and it was a little bit reminiscent of the Long Beach State game back from non-conference play. So that's 2 L's that should be in the win column on the ledger without question. But it is what it is. It's a new day. And the one thing you can say about this team is they've had a couple of those games throughout this year, the Long Beach State game or the South Dakota State game, but they have bounced back. And they have been resilient, and that is something they need to draw upon tonight, because if they show up with anything less than their A game, they're not going to beat Eastern.
Bingo. Bobcats coming in at 10-11 overall this year. They are 5-3 in Big Sky play. They're tied with Montana for third place, a half game back of Northern Colorado. And this Eastern Washington team comes in at 13-7. They're 7-0 in Big Sky play. They've won 9 straight, which is the 5th longest active winning streak across the nation right now. And as we dive into our Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile to see why this Eastern team could be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. And you kind of mentioned it a little bit, Brian, but this is a team that is long, rangy, wingy. They've got a lot of wings. We're all about the same height, and they are just rolling right now. They're scoring 83 points per game in Big Sky play.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a chance to beat this team if you don't score 80. Like, they're just that good offensively, but that's not an easy thing to do in terms of showing up and getting that done. But the closest contest they had throughout the year or in the league play was against Northern Colorado, 77-74. And Northern Colorado that's the team that the Bobcats have played the best against. And so if that is any indicator, it kind of leads you to believe this could be a really close, really good game.
Yeah, well, and they did play that close game at Weber State, winning by 2. They came from behind. Weber kind of rushed out, and then they controlled that second half and won that game. Although Weber is they've crumbled. They're up right now. They're at Northern Arizona toward the end of the first half, leading by 7. But they just lost against Idaho State at home. They've got 5 losses right now. That's why there's such an opportunity, and the door is so wide open. The top half of the league right now.
Yeah, without question. I mean, everyone, coaches and media, thought Weber would be the team to beat. It's turned out Eastern Washington now is the team to beat. They've got a 2-game lead and an opportunity tonight to extend it to 4 against a team that's in the third hole. So
yeah, no doubt. So going to be a good one today. Eastern 7-0, Montana State 5-3, and we are getting set for the Bobcats and the Eagles. But first, we are taking a break. Back after this timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Howland believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Howland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m. and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Eastern Washington from Worthington Arena today. The Bobcats trying to end the Eagles' 9-game winning streak. Eastern Washington won their 5th regular season conference championship a year ago, going 16-2, but actually lost their last 2 games of conference play last year before losing in their first game in the Big Sky tournament. Then they lost a bunch. They lost Steele Venters, who went to Gonzaga. He has subsequently hurt his knee and hasn't played all year and won't. Angelo Allegri was the other guy who was pretty dominant for them. He's getting a little bit of run in the G League right now with the Greensboro Swarm. He's got like 10 or 11 games with them right now, about 4 points per game. But they still bring back a lot of guys who have experience in this system under third-year head coach David Riley. All right, Brian, let's get into our Kendall Ford Keys to the Game, presented by Kendall Ford. What do you got?
I think first and foremost, the Bobcats have to play a complete game today. So let's talk, what do they got to do on the offensive end? They've got to score 80, frankly. I just don't see winning in the 70s. This is a team that you're going to have to get out and score. Now, to do that, you're going to have to break some trends, because this is a defensive team that's holding teams, like you said, in the mid-60s in league play and around 72 overall on the season. So you've got to do the job offensively. That means multiple guys got to play well. The bench has got to contribute offensively. The ball's got to move around, and you got to score. You got to take advantage of possessions. Defensively, obviously, you got to get stops. But what you really have got to do is you've got to play 5-on-4. You've got to basically say, Magnuson scores 2 points a game, he takes 2 shots a game, and you just say, you know what, if he beats us, if he scores, great. But we've got to have someone to clog up the paint. We've got to have someone to take away driving lanes, someone to help double occasionally. And you got to just do it. You got to commit to 5-on-4 and take that away. And if you do that, you can win one of those games where you're, 80-79 type final.
Well, and we've seen Montana State play those types of games. That win against Northern Colorado was an offensive game. The loss against Portland State was an offensive game, both teams in the 90s. And really, Montana State's offense has been something we haven't really talked about a ton recently. They're rolling. They're third in the Big Sky at 78 points a game during conference play, 52% from the field, 42% from downtown. All of that top three in the Big Sky during or against Big Sky competition, and particularly these last three games, 51% from the three-point line. They've hit 25 threes in their last three games. So the defense has been up and down, but that offense seems to have turned a corner over the last couple of weeks.
Right, and that offense is capable of putting up 80 tonight. The question is the defensive end. Eastern Washington number one in everything in the league, as we've said. Montana State, middle of the pack, 4, 5, 6, pretty much in every defensive category that matters. And so that defense needs to play at the Northern Colorado level. Even though that was a high-scoring game, they created their opportunities. They were able to get a little bit of a margin and able to finish really well at the end of both halves.
Yeah, and the other part I thought about that defense against Northern Colorado is they forced Northern Colorado to hit complex shots. The shots St. Thomas hit, who has been dominating all year. He's first in the league in scoring, first in the league in rebounding. The shots he hit were tough shots. Now, the difficult part here is, St. Thomas was the guy for Northern Colorado. Right. A lot of teams in this league have a guy. Duncan Powell got slowed down by Brian Karacki at Sac State. So we've seen that. But Eastern Washington has 4 guys, and they're all that long, rangy wing guys. So, yeah, we can put Garacki on somebody, but who is going to step up that second, third defender for the Bobcats?
Right, and the thing about Eastern's offense, they're top 10 in the nation in assists. As a percentage, 63% of their shots are from an assist. Montana State, it's a good offensive team. They're at 50%. They're just middle of the pack. You're talking 2 out of every 3 shots. Because Eastern makes the extra pass. They move the ball. They're super unselfish, and that leads to that. So it's great. You can guard one-on-one, but tonight is about team defense. It's about 5 guys playing together because the one guy getting the stop ain't enough. The ball's just going to touch 2 more hands, and boom, wide open 3, and they're going the other way.
Totally. This is an Eastern team that has 6 players averaging 9 points or more in Big Sky play. So they've had a lot of balance in that regard. Finally, touching on the Bobcat offense, Brian Garacki's been in foul trouble lately. He's got 4 personal fouls in each of his last 3 games. Rob Ford's been doing what he Tyler Patterson, he knocked down a couple of threes these last 3 games, so he's been going there. And then finally, Eddie Turner is another guy who hasn't hit a 3 since that Northern Colorado game. We know it's in there, but he's been a little up and down.
Yeah, and he needs to have a good night tonight handling the ball and playing. The other guy that's been stepping up is Sam Lekalak.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden, he's scoring 6-7 points a game, contributing, making good plays defensively, doing the job on the glass. He's going to have to play well tonight because you got to play more than just 1 or 2 bigs. I mean, this team is, again, it's 6'6", 6'6", 6'7", 6'7", 6'11", ignoring the point guard. So Sam's got to have a role tonight. He's got to make plays.
Yeah, Sam Lekalot's numbers over the last 3 games, 27 minutes per game, 7.5 points, 5 rebounds, and almost 2 assists. And he made a couple of the really, truly the clutch plays at Sac State when the Hornets were putting some scoreboard pressure on the Bobcats. All right, finally, our Wheat Montana weather report today. It's hot. It was over 50 degrees, and it's suntan lotion season in January.
Dude, I washed my car on my driveway this afternoon.
Wow.
57 degrees in January in Bozeman.
Yeah, in the jorts and everything, too, the cutoffs?
Without question.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. All right, we'll leave you with that visual as we take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a look around the rest of the Big Sky. It's the Bobcats and the Eagles from Worthington Arena tonight. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Prime Lending, our one-of-a-kind mortgage approach combines a personal touch with just enough technology to turn a traditionally complex process into something better. Think of us like your home buying coach, friend, cheerleader, and teammate, all in one. From application to closing, we are your home loan partners that have your back every step of the way. Reach out to your local Prime Lending team to experience a home loan made simple. All loans subject to credit approval, rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, NMLS 13649, Equal Housing Lender.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
For every adventure and every mishap, Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
What's in a name? For some, the meaning runs deeper than the word we see in front of us. There's a history to it. We are Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, and the biggest part of our name will always be the smallest, of, because it's the of that connects us, which means we are of our communities, of a promise passed down for a healthier tomorrow. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up Rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up Rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
We are back at Worthington Arena getting set for Montana State and Eastern Washington today. Everybody still filing in as we get set for our prime lending tip-off coming up at the top of the hour. All right, let's take a look now at the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard and peek in on what's going on around the Big Sky. Eastern Washington leading at halftime at Northern Arizona. Remember, Eastern is 3-5 in Big Sky play. They're leading 35-27 at the break. And, Brian, this is a huge road trip for Weber State, going to Northern Arizona and Northern Colorado. And with the way Dylan Jones has been playing, the numbers all look fine, the counting numbers, but that team just has not played like a team this year.
No, and they are on the verge of big-time trouble. I mean, this is a tough road trip. Winning in Flag is hard no matter what. They're struggling a little bit, but they can get going offensively. You can get in trouble. And winning in Greeley is going to be really hard for Weber State. They just don't play well enough together to go beat a top-tier team on the road.
Meanwhile, Northern Colorado is at home. They're only up by 4 against Idaho State at halftime. Northern Colorado leading that one 34-30. I always find Idaho State such an interesting and fascinating team. They've got some guys. They've got some pieces. They certainly play hard. They've been kind of middle to bottom of the pack. I feel like they've always been the line right in the middle of the conference.
Yeah, and I mean, with the size they have, if they can get the game into their style of play and play from in front, they're in pretty good shape. The problem has been just getting that lead and then being able to play from in front. They play from behind so much, they're just not built to do that.
Coming up, tipping off with us, Idaho is at Montana. Idaho right now 1-6 in Big Sky play, trying to get things going in the right direction. And finally, for the women, they're taking on Eastern Washington. On that side, for the women, Eastern Washington Eagles, they're great as well. They're 6-1. The men's and women's program are combined 13-1 right now. So they've got some basketball rolling out in Cheney. And for Montana State, looking for their second road victory of the year as they get ready to go. And the big news, Caitlin Lamardo is back in the lineup for Coach Binford. So everything really kind of came back negative after all those tests that she went through. It was a scary situation, but she got released from the hospital that night. They give her the week off. She's back. She's ready to go. And when that team has Caitlin Lamardo, when they've got what they've got right now, yes, Lexi Dean is out. When they've got their top-line players right now, in the top of the league is the limit.
There's no question the league is pretty wide open. Eastern Washington has the best player in the league, and she's been absolutely killing it. But if you can figure out how to contain her, it's pretty even.
Yeah, so excited over there to see Caitlin Lamardo getting back into the lineup for Coach Binford. Daniel Sally has that call, and he is on the air right now as well. Okay, we're going to take a break, and when we get back, we're going to sit down with head coach Matt Logie. How did he coach this week coming off the 1-1 weekend through the Pacific Coast? And he'll break down some of the key matchups between the Bobcats and the Eagles. Eastern Washington won the regular season last year. The Bobcats won the tournament championship, and now they meet for the first time in 2024. Coming up in 11 minutes. We're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
We're back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Eastern Washington at Worthington Arena today. I'm Keaton Galogly, along with head coach Matt Logie. Coach, coming off that last week, before we get into this game, how'd you spend the week coaching these guys? Was it more coaching them real hard or trying to pump up some of their confidence after the week you guys had out on the West Coast?
Well, I think, first of all, for 98% of our last week of basketball, our guys were playing with a lot of confidence and playing really well. And so that wasn't our issue. We just had to turn the page and learn the lessons from the last couple minutes of that Portland State game, and then turn our attention to Eastern Washington and go through the process that we normally go to. We're big on attitude. We say it all the time, and attitude's a choice. And so pretty simple choice to look forwards or look backwards.
One of the guys who's got a great attitude is Eddie Turner. What are you seeing in Eddie Turner's decision-making here over the last couple of games?
Yeah, I think Eddie's getting more and more comfortable in our system. He's a guy who, despite his age, had 19 games under his belt when he got here. And so he's learning, much like a young guy would, despite his experience, overall, his life experience and his age. So, he's one of the conference leaders in assist turnover ratio and is doing a really good job at touching the paint and incorporating what we teach in terms of finishing around the basket. And so, I think, again, he's just another one of these guys that continues to improve at a rapid rate.
Well, that decision-making in the offense will certainly be tested today against Eastern Washington, which comes in at 7-0 in conference play. And easy to get swooned by some of their offensive numbers, but Eastern's defensive numbers right now are really, really impressive. Where do they excel on that side of the ball?
Well, they just have a tremendous amount of size and versatility, and so that allows them to protect the rim pretty well. They're very aggressive attacking the basketball as it gets towards the basket. And then they have a lot of versatility in terms of switching screens because a lot of their players are 6'6" and above guys. So I think they're one of the tallest teams in the country. They haven't lost to a non-high major team all year, and a lot of that's due to that length and versatility.
One of the guys who's got great length and versatility is Cedric Coward, among the league leaders in many, many different categories. 14 points, 6.5 rebounds per contest. What are some of the things Coward's doing for them?
Well, I mean, Cedric is just one of the most efficient players that you're going to come across. He can shoot the three at an extremely high rate. He can post you up and score in the mid-range with turnaround jumpers, and obviously he's athletic enough to get to the basket and score in transition. He's a guy that is just so smooth out there on the floor, really gifted, and a kid that's taken the long road to get there, start a Division III program, and just got a ton of respect for him as a player. And certainly, our goal is as a group is to really pressure them. They're a team that really thrives on the 3-point line, and they thrive in the post. And so we've got to make them do some different things.
Now, they did lose a lot last year, but one of the guys that's coming back is Ethan Price, one of their biggest guys out of this size. What's the skill set of Ethan Price?
Yeah, he's a front court player that can pick and pop. He can shoot the three. He's really good finishing around the basket, especially after facing up. Loves to attack the rim and then spin at the end, and is good with both hands. Probably uses his left hand more than his right hand around the basket. So, again, just a very efficient player. And somebody that you've got to defend, from the 3-point line on in.
And finally, at their point guard position, truly a pass-first guy, more assists than points in Ellis Magnuson, number 55. How's he distributing the basketball for them?
Yeah, I mean, his whole job is to set the table for those other guys. And so he's trying to create the perception and illusion of needing to help when he penetrates, and that way his shooters can pop and space the floor. And so, he's just a guy that has done a great job of setting the table, and somebody that, again, you've got to make them do something different than what they're comfortable doing.
All right, well, the two teams that have been atop the Big Sky the last couple of years meet for the first time in 2024. Coach, appreciate the time today.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we have our starting lineups and tip-off between the Bobcats and the Eagles. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Galogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
I want BOGO for $1. Daily double.
Honey, wake up.
What? What's up?
You were talking in your sleep.
I had this dream. McDonald's Daily Double was BOGO for $1. Just like the McChicken, McDouble, and Hot and Spicy McChicken.
Honey, that's not a dream. The Daily Double is BOGO for $1.
All my dreams are coming true.
I don't know about that.
What do you think that dream means?
My guess, you really like McDonald's BOGO for $1 items.
Oh, you're good.
Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series. Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. And by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Now turn it up. Turn it up. It's game time.
He's got it to the rack. Two-hand slam. Robert Ford for three. Got it! Put a stamp on it. You are witnessing the golden age of Bobcat basketball.
Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Galogly.
In a season of turnover, the Bobcats trying to prove themselves as one of the top teams in the Big Sky Conference. And if they're going to do that today, they're going to beat Eastern Washington. But it is a tall, tall task at Worthington Arena today. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Galogly. A pleasure to be with you. Brian Priebe sitting to my right as we get set with Montana State University coming in at 10 and 11. They're 5-3 in Big Sky play, which puts them a half game back of third place, while Eastern Washington comes in with one of their longest winning streaks in the country. They're 13-7, 7-0 in Big Sky play. Before we get to our tip-off, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. You're listening to Montana State Basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Galogly along with Brian Priebe. Will Gordon is back in the studios, and we are ready to go. It's Montana State and Eastern Washington today. Our prime lending tip-off is due, and we are ready to rock. We'll get you the starting lineups here momentarily. The ball is tossed in the air, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be another jump ball. The Bobcats starting Eddie Turner, Tyler Patterson, Robert Ford, Brian Garacki, and Brandon Walker. And for Eastern Washington, Jake Kyman, Ellis Magnuson, Cedric Coward, Ethan Price, and Casey Jones. Our second prime lending tip-off of the day is won by Eastern Washington, and we are underway at the Brick. Eastern with it to our right in the road black uniforms with red font. Fired into the left corner. Here's a drive along the baseline. Kick out to the top for Jones, around to Magnuson, and then to Cedric Coward. He's their leader. Over to the left wing, then into the post. Catch is made and a foul. Eddie Turner came in and whacked Ethan Price. Eddie Turner picks up his first foul.
Eastern Washington with about 10 passes there as they ran the clock down pretty far. Eastern's able to get a post touch. It's funny, for a team that's so wing heavy, a lot does run through post touches. Could be any guy in there in the post, but they're a team that loves to throw it inside.
First free throw is no good from Ethan Price, who's an 86% shooter this year. Bobcats in the home whites today. Navy blue font outlined in gold. Second free throw is good. And Ethan Price, an all-league player in the preseason, knocks down the first point of the day. Bobcats are trailing 1-0 as they get the ball for the first time. 19 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Brandon Walker spins in the paint, spins left shoulder, lays it up with the right hand. That's good and one. Well, Brandon Walker introduced himself quickly, draws the foul, and is going to the line for a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, that's a really nice take, and he was decisive with it too. Caught it up top, immediately attacked with the left hand, and was able to draw that first foul on Eastern Washington, get a chance to get an and-one.
Brandon Walker's been a beast. Last 9 games, almost 17 points per game and 68% from the field. Free throw is no good, and then a foul on Ethan Price, who whacked Rob Ford. And the Bobcats Able to draw another quick foul here. It is on Ethan Price. That's a big foul. That's his first. Eastern does have more depth than some other teams in the league, but Ethan Price is certainly one of their best. So Montana State will inbound to the baseline. 19 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first half, and they are going to go ahead and take a look at this last play here and see if there was any extracurricular activity. So both teams going to the bench, and they will go check in on that right now. Yep, taking a look for a possible flagrant one right now. So that's what they're going to take a look at. So chunky start to begin, and they're going to take a look to see if anything else needs to be added.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Rob Ford has a bit of a tendency to embellish.
Yep.
He has got some good skills there, maybe a future in Hollywood. But he's also a guy that is in the fray. He's in the mix, and he's a guy that will get hit occasionally because of that.
Yeah, he's also about elbow height, so he is kind of right there as well against some of the bigger guys. It just kind of is what it is. So you're in that area. If you feel it, you make sure that everybody knows you felt it. And, I mean, he did get hit above the shoulders. Are they going to add anything on top here? So they have taken a look, and they are running through it now. And we'll see if there's anything added. No, they have not. I guess they hadn't decided. It looked like they had, but now they brought the other official in.
Fake decision.
Yes, they dinked me.
Gotcha. Either way, it doesn't matter if they upgrade it or not. It'll be Bobcat basketball underneath because Rob Ford comes up with the offensive rebound, which is a big play by him.
Yeah, which is what he's been doing all year long. Rob Ford right now is dominating on the glass. He's the Bobcats' top rebounder this season. He's averaging 8 rebounds per game, and he's only 6 rebounds shy of 500 in his career. He is also approaching 1,000 career points. He's sitting at 843. And Brian Garacki, even though it's split between D1 and D2, he comes in with 991 career points between the two levels. So some big milestones are within reach, and the officials now are all convening near the Cathead logo to decide if they're going to add a flagrant here. Yeah, they're going to go flagrant one.
Okay.
All right, appreciate the explanation. So Ethan Price picks up the flagrant.
That's pretty big start right there for the Cats. You get the 2, get an offensive rebound. Now Rob's got a couple shots here to make it a 4-1 game. Then you get the ball out of bounds after that. So chance for the Bobcats to have a great start here and play from in front, which is fantastic against a top-seeded team in the league.
Yeah, and this is what you're going to have to do if you're Montana State. Again, it's going to have to be a perfect game to beat this Eastern Washington team.
Yeah, got to be a complete game. I don't know if I use the word perfect because there's no such thing, but but it's definitely got to be complete. Both ends of the floor. Got to make your free throws as the Bobcats start 0 for 2 from the line.
And that has been kind of one of those issues for Montana State occasionally. Overall, the numbers look good. Second free throw is through. But that has been something that has cropped up from here and there. All right, so it's Bobcat basketball after the free throws. They get the extra point, the extra foul on Price, and now the inbounds into, and the Bobcats get to get into their offense here. Out to the right wing for Ford. He works his way into the lane and has to bring it out. Handoff for Tyler Patterson. Back to Ford. Bounce into the mid-post left side. Brandon Walker with 6 to shoot. Spins, turns, travels. And a turnover by Montana State. So after all of that, the Cats yield 1 point.
Yeah, that's not the best finish to the possession, but both teams have had a possession. The Cats up 3-1. You take it.
On the right side, Eastern Washington with the basketball. Jones drives the baseline, gets the rack, and flies high for a 2-hand dunk as he beat Brian Garacki off the dribble. Casey Jones with his first 2 points.
And Garacki looked a little bit like he didn't want to foul there. He's been in foul trouble a little bit lately, trying to avoid it early.
Patterson moves it around to Eddie Turner on the right wing. Back to Patterson, back to Turner. He tries a 3, and it's good. First 3-point make for Eddie Turner since January 13th. It's been over 2 weeks. Into the post now. Price against Turner. Double team help. Lays it up. Got it to go with the left hand. Ethan Price now with 3 points. Cats up 6-5 over the Eagles. 18 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half. These two teams split their meetings last year with the road team winning each. Both were very close. Forward into the post. Brandon Walker is there as the recipient, and he lays it in.
And both teams shooting 100% so far. The Cats just getting an extra shot and getting a three.
Magnuson guarded by Turner in the paint, looking to get rid of it, and does just before the three count in the lane. Bounce pass, bad pass, miscommunication. Bobcats force the turnover. Cats from right to left with a three-point lead. Ford on the drive from the right wing, stops the block, puts it up, no good. Late whistle draws the foul, and Rob Ford will go to the line. That foul is on Jake Kyman, his first, and Rob Ford will head to the stripe.
Again, a really nice start for the Cats. They've drawn 3 fouls in just 5 possessions with the ball. Pretty fantastic start. And that way, Rob Ford steps up, makes a couple free throws, and they'll be up 5.
First free throw for Ford is good. Rob Ford overall this year, 80% from the free throw line. How about these numbers for the last 6 games for Ford? Almost 20 points, 19.7 points, and 9.7 rebounds per game. Next free throw is good. On top of that, 20 steals and 24 assists in those 6 games. Monster line.
He has just been phenomenal and really hurt the Bobcats at the end of that Portland State game that he wasn't on the court.
Ford hits both free throws, and the Cats lead 10-5, 17 and a half to go in the first half. Magnuson moves it to Kyman. He triggers a right wing three. Too strong. Rebound Brian Garacki, and the Bobcats move from right to left, trying to keep the tempo up. Garacki across the timeline, slows it down. He's left open for 3 and missed it just short from the top of the key. Eastern back the other way. Casey Jones with the rec specs on the drive, draws the foul. Walker or Patterson. And it is Brandon Walker who picks up his first foul. Brandon's done a nice job relatively staying out of foul trouble lately for the Bobcats, but picks up one early today.
Yeah, and it's hard because you got a guy like Casey Jones who's kind of plays like a 4-5, but he's really skill-wise a 3. He's coming with a full head of steam. That's going to be hard for Brandon Walker to stop.
Inbound into Casey Jones out on the right wing. We got a whistle. What do we got underneath?
Double foul.
Yep, Garacki and Eric Strupp. So Brian Garacki finding a way to pick up another foul. Dane Eric Strupp picks up one as well. And Garacki's been in a position, too, where, you know, like that technically got it at Portland State. He was just kind of wrong place, wrong time when somebody ran into him. So been a little bad luck in there, too. Eastern to inbound into Casey Jones. He's pestered down to the left block, pivoting, and passes it out. Coward tries the right wing 3. That's no good. Long rebound. Magnuson has it. He drives the right baseline, gets underneath, lays it up. That's good. A rare bucket for Ellis Magnuson, who averages 2.5 points per game in 26 minutes. Bobcats with the ball, leading 10-7. 16:40 to go in the first half. Turner to the elbow, kicks it back out to Walker. Walker on the drive, draws a double, kicks it out. Garacki has it on the right wing. Throws to the left wing. Turner lets it fly from deep. That's no good. Rebound to Eastern Washington. Eagles push the tempo. Coward takes it to the left wing and slows it down. The junior's been their star this year. Goes up to Eric Strupp and around to Jones. Then to Magnuson on the right wing. Lob into the post. Eric Strupp makes the catch and lays it in easy. He got behind his defender and has his first 2 points.
That's the hard thing with Eastern is they always have size in every position. And so you get a switch and a guy like that gets a mismatch, he's going to have an easy deuce.
And that'll bring Sam Lekalot into the game here at the next whistle, along with Chika Duduka. Garacki, left wing 3. No, bricked it off the glass. And Eastern has the carom of a rebound. Coward over to Magnuson at the top of the key to set it up. Over to Eric Strupp, right wing. Then to Jones. Skip past the left wing. Here's a 3 from Kyman, and that's good. Jake Kyman pouring it in from deep. Eastern Washington knocking down 9 threes a game in conference play to lead the Big Sky.
Yeah, and that's a quick 7-0 run for the Eagles here over the last minute. 3 straight points. The Cats have gone a couple minutes without scoring. Need to break that here.
Garacki dribbling at the left wing. Moves back to his right. Gets to the free throw line. Tries a jumper, contested, short, rebound, won by Eastern Washington. So the Cats stay quiet offensively, down by 2. Kick into the left corner, bad pass into the third row, and a turnover by Eastern. That'll send us to a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State trailing Eastern Washington 12-10, 15:07 to go in the first half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of.
Woohoo, yeah!
We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco!
Let's go Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
Back for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We remind you to know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. 15 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the first half. Eastern leading Montana State 12-10. Brian, the Cats got off to a nice start, but now they're their last 4 from the field.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. They got off to a quick 3 for 3 from the field. The offense was clicking. The offense is stalled out. Eastern, on the other hand, has got 8 of their 12 points in the paint, so they've been able to get easier shots. The Bobcats have got to get that offensive rhythm back quick.
4 points for Brandon Walker, 3 for Eddie Turner, 3 for Rob Ford in the early going. Montana State brings in Chika Naduka and Sam Lekalot for the first time today. And the Bobcats will go from right to left. Rob Ford has the dribble, takes it along the right sideline, and gets to the right wing with Magnuson sitting in his hip pocket. Chest pass to Patterson up at the top, back to Ford on the right wing. Back to Patterson, just playing catch up at the top of the key. Bouncing to Duca, he's at the top. Back to Patterson, pass is tipped out of bounds, and it's staying with Montana State. Casey Jones got a hand on it.
Yeah, and the Bobcats right now are having a hard time recognizing Eastern switching defenses. They come out and they press man-to-man, drop back into their 2-3 matchup, and the Bobcats are just taking too long to get into offense against the changing D.
Patterson has the dribble, gives it to Ford in the left corner, only 5 to shoot, jacks up the 3, got it. Rob Ford knows just what the team needs, and sometimes it's a contested 3. Bobcats back in front by 1. Jones out of the left wing. Skips it to Erikstrup on the right wing. Takes it down to the right post, turns, floater, rims out, no. Lekalot tips the rebound to himself. Pushes ahead to Ford. Takes it across the timeline. Fires over to the right wing for Garacki. Drives to the rack, lays it up, no, and a charge. And just like that, Brian Garacki picks up his second foul as Casey Jones had set up camp in front of the restricted area.
Yeah, and that's what Casey Jones does is he makes hustle plays. He makes those kinds of plays. Physical plays, kind of the heart and soul of this Eagle team, and right there he does it again, lays his body on the line and takes it hard.
Eastern moving from left to right. They trail 13-12, 14 minutes to go, first half. Lob into the post, Jones makes the catch, goes up and dunks it with 2 hands. He got behind the defense again, and Casey Jones has 4 early points, and the balance for Eastern on offense showing up early.
Yeah, you can see all Eastern's doing is playing 4 out, 1 in, and they see Rob Ford or Eddie Turner, and they take that guy to the post. They just get a switch somewhere in the early part of the possession and then attack the little guys in the paint.
Patterson to the top. Had a look for 3, didn't trigger. Out to Ford. His 3, that's short. Rebound tipped and won by Eastern Washington. 13.5 to play in the first. Eagles with the ball in a 1-point lead. Thrown over to Jones on the right wing. Backs it into the mid-post against Jaden Garone. Lost the handle on it, and Ford saved it across the baseline. What an effort. Garone's got it into the front court. Telekalot drives the left baseline. Draws 3 defenders. Gives it to Naduka on the right block. Backing in on Coward. Goes up with the left hand and missed it. Little contact, didn't fall. Eastern gets the rebound. Coward out to Jones against Garone. To the top, Kyman into the lane, going to the rack, lays it up, righty layup, no good. Lekalot the rebound. Bobcats down 1 with the ball. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Ford crosses over into the lane. Had his pocket picked momentarily, but recovers. Over to Lekalot on the left wing. Back to Ford at the top. Then the Naduka right wing. Into the lane. Ford there by himself. Missed the layup. Lekalot the rebound. Back up. Got it to go. Ford took some contact. He was tangled up with Coward underneath. The whistles are swallowed, but the Bobcats regain the 1-point lead on the Lekalot bucket.
Yeah, great play by Sam. Couple rebounds already early on as he's making his presence known.
Eric Strubb into the lane and a foul. Naduka nearly had the steal, but Chika whacking with his arm. And Chika Naduka picks up his first foul of the day. Join Champs New Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/champskidsclub. Eastern to inbound. They work offensively to our right. Lawan Watts just checking in, a redshirt freshman. He gives it to Eric Strupp down to the right elbow. Now we've got a whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball. Over on the other side of the floor. And it is charged to Sebastian Hartmann, his first, a true freshman from Germany.
Boy, I don't think anyone knew where that whistle was coming from. There was no contact on the ball side of the court, but I didn't even see. It must have been some kind of illegal screen.
Montana State gets the ball back with a 1-point lead. Each team has had a little bit of a run early. Naduka on the left wing. Chest pass to Lekalot right side. Hand off for Patterson. It was tipped. Patterson recovers. Bounce to Naduka. Still out high. Back to Patterson and an illegal screen. Chika Naduka quickly picks up his second. And just like that, Karaki and Naduka into foul trouble. That'll take us to a break with 11:59 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 15-14. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m. and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook. And stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Back at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we remind you that the Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to help us reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. With Montana State leading 15-14 over Eastern Washington. 11 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the first half. And Cats find themselves in a little foul trouble. Naduka and Garaki with 2 apiece. Eastern Washington on the other side, Ethan Price, he's got 2. So this game's still kind of feeling itself out.
Definitely still feeling itself out. Cats recovered from that drought offensively, have bounced back well, scored 5 points in that last little 2-minute segment, and at the same time, Eastern Washington hits a mini drought here. They've been a couple minutes without scoring. So Cats have have bounced back from that little momentary pause.
Cats need to need some of their depth to show up. Like a lot's been good lately. Jaden Garone in the game right now as well. Hartman on the right side for Eastern Washington on the wing. Throws it up to the top for Kyman. He drives into the lane. Bounce pass out of bounds, but we've got a whistle and a foul. Tyler Patterson's going to get hit here. Apparently he hooked Erikstrup, and that's why that pass went out of bounds.
Well, it's a pretty close one right there. I don't know if that pass was getting caught either way.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to take Tyler and move him, and
yeah.
Tyler just gave ground and it effectively pulled the chair out from under him.
Yep, and then Erikstrup just took a little belly flop to the floor.
Yeah.
Tough break. But those are going to happen. Front end of the 1-1 already is good for Erikstrup. So...
yeah, Cats on pace right now, foul a minute. Eastern's going to shoot 20 free throws in the first half if that continues.
Both are good for Erikstrup as he knocks the second one down. Oh, now a little pressure here from Eastern Washington to the backcourt. Bobcats pass through it. Lekalot bobbles it, and it's out of bounds. And a turnover by Montana State against that full court pressure, which has been kryptonite.
Yeah, and that's not on Sam Lekalot. Your 6'8" guy running down the middle of the floor is not supposed to get the basketball. Your guard's got to make better decisions. Right there, Jerome throws a little shovel pass to him, gives him no chance to make a play.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza. Bridger Brewing, cheers to every adventure being better than the last. Eastern with the ball to our right. Watts throws it up to the top for Magnuson. Around to the left wing. Hartman holding above his head. Bounce pass at the top. Magnuson, alley-oop, caught underneath. Watts saves it along the baseline, out to the left corner. Then kick back out to the left wing. Magnuson into the lane, handoff underneath. Watts missed the layup. Lekalot wins the rebound. Tough defensive possession by the Bobcats that time. They have the ball down by 1 with 11 minutes to go in the first half. Ford on the right wing, throws to Lekalot at the top, around to Garone. From the left wing, Garone fires into the corner. Driving the baseline, Turner kicks it out to the top. Walker takes it to the free throw line, then brings it back out with 10 to shoot. Walker into the lane, spinning left shoulder, right hand up and good off the glass. Well, it looked like he was serving soup, just balancing that ball on his hand.
Yeah, D for difficult right there. That's a tough finish.
Erikstrup open three, no, rebound and a foul. It was Sebastian Hartman coming over Rob Ford, and Hartman picks up his second. So there's some foul trouble on both sides now, and it's not a particularly tightly whistled game.
Yeah, just a lot of calls, regardless of whether they're there or not. And for Montana State, depth has been an issue at times this year. I think a tightly officiated game probably does not favor the Cats.
Montana State with the ball. They lead 17-16, 10:30 to go in the first half. Ford on the right wing, on the drive, gets underneath, jump pass into the left corner. Garone, open three. No. Oh, that thing rattled the inside of the rim, and it falls out. Good look, though. Ethan Price cruising to the left wing. Picked up by Eddie Turner, lost it, and he rolls out of bounds. It's going the other way. Bobcat basketball. Good defense there by Eddie Turner against the bigger Ethan Price, who's playing with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and you get that 6'10" on a 6'2" matchup, and you say that's your advantage. Well, not on the perimeter. Eddie Turner's going to be quicker, get his hands on balls. Price gets him in the post. It's another story.
Bobcats have slowed this Eagles offense for the last 4 minutes now. Sam Lekalot lets it fly. No, missed an open three from the left wing off the pass from Eddie Turner. Eastern into the front court. Pass into the post, picked off. Rob Ford is there with another steal, and he draws the foul along the right sideline against Ellis Magnuson. First foul on Magnuson, and that'll get the Bobcats to the free throw line, and another beast of a rebound by Rob Ford with a man draped over him.
Yeah, tremendous play. Rob Ford just is the epitome of heart and soul. You know, he's what Casey Jones is to Eastern Washington. Rob Ford is his Bobcat club, just making all the plays in every possible direction.
The steal there for Rob Ford, his 63rd on the year. That has him one back of Jason Erickson, who's 4th all-time on the single-season list back in the 03-04 year. And Ford hits the first free throw. Rob Ford now one of 6 Bobcats all-time to record 60 or more steals in a single season. The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, the proud sponsor of MSU Athletics and the Montana State Alumni Association. Next free throw is good. Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. So Rob Ford hits 2 free throws. Cats have a 3-point lead with 9:45 to go in the first half. Eastern with the ball to our right. Ethan Price Throws to Magnuson on the right wing, out on the perimeter. Magnuson to the free throw line, fires underneath. Reverse layup is good. Hartman cut into the rack, able to finish with the right hand. First 2 points for Hartman. Bobcats into the front court. Eddie Turner turns the corner. He gets underneath, draws a double team, and has to back it out. Up to the top. Walker, wide open three. Sure. Brandon Walker knocked it down from the top of the key, and he's got 9 points in the first half. Now Walker can do that. One every other game or so will be plenty. And we've got a foul underneath. And they're calling it on Rob Ford as an official gets into the chin of Coach Logie. Logie's on the cusp of a technical as Ford picks up his first foul. And he's going over to get an explanation right now from the official. With 9:06 to go in the first half, Bobcats leading 22-18, Eastern at the line.
Boy, a lot of times when the little fellas get stuck on the big guy inside, they get the foul called there. A little bit of a different thing as Rob Ford ends up with it, but
yeah, I didn't see the replay. It was a little underneath, so hard to catch it live. First free throw's no good on the 1-and-1. Tipped out of bounds, and it's going to the Bobcats. Montana State with the ball from right to left, leading 22-18. 9:04 remaining in the first half. Eastern has 6 turnovers in this first half, but they are +3 on the glass. Brandon Walker on the perimeter for the Bobcats. Handoff for Eddie Turner on the left wing. He dribbles to his right. Gets into the lane, bounce pass underneath. Lecolot lays it up, missed the shot, got his own board, back up, no, out of bounds. Staying here with Montana State. The crowd now starting to get a little amped up. They want some more calls underneath. Rob Ford a little banged up as he collided with Magnuson while he was setting a screen.
Yeah, right there. Big Sam gets in there again, cleans up his own mess and keeps possession. Just so fun to see him coming into his own over the last several weeks.
Lecolot's got it at the top. Bounce pass is picked off and then stolen back. Garacki lays it up and in. Well, that was a cocktail of emotions, and it ends with a Brian Garacki layup. Now quickly the other way, trying to drive the baseline. Lecolot's there defensively. Kick back out to Coward, then to Magnuson. He's open for three. No. Rebound tipped, loose, and won by Rob Ford. Who else? Ford push ahead, left corner, Garacki pumps the three, lets the traffic clear, and misses it just short. Oh, that one would have really set this place up in arms.
Yeah, this Bobcat faithful would have popped the lid off the brick right there.
Yeah, this crowd is sitting on pins and needles. Got a timeout called by Eastern Washington. All timeout sponsored by Prime Lending. Prime Lending, home loans made simple. 8:06 to go in the first half, and we're going to take this to a media timeout for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. So again, 8:06 left in the first half. Montana State leading first place Eastern Washington 24-18. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond. Bozeman Health.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Bobcats leading 24-18 over the Eastern Washington Eagles. 8:06 to go in the first half. And Brian, midway through the first half, Cats have a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, I like the way this game is shaped out. It felt like they started really well, and then that lull, it got a little scary, but they've rebounded well. They've fought and battled. Down one on the glass is no shame against a team that's this big. 4 steals and forced some turnovers have been key. Bobcats got a couple buckets in transition, and they've cleaned up defending the post. So you do all that, and you got a 6-point lead.
Yeah, this is an Eastern team that is the 14th tallest team in the country. Here we are in the Big Sky with facing that. Eastern with the ball to our right. Bounce pass to Cedric Coward, who's been quiet early. He's out it on the wing. Out to Jones, around to the left wing for Watts. Fires into the post, and it's stripped free. Rob Ford got there and took it away from Ethan Price. Bobcats the other way. Eddie Turner out on the right sideline with the handles. Driving a kick. Walker to Ford. Ford to his left. Back to Turner on the right wing. Turner with a lefty dribble into the lane. Stops, pivots, kicks. Walker has it now. 10 to shoot. Walker dribbles left, then to the free throw line, breaking it down, spins left shoulder, lays it up, no. Rebound is tipped. It's out of bounds, and it is Eastern ball. Good hustle by Ford, but it'll be Eagles basketball.
Yeah, good play. Rob Ford's already got 4 steals here early. Combine that with some offensive production as well. He's got 8 points, and then he's got a couple boards, couple assists. So Mr. Do-It-All is doing it all.
So with the 4 steals, that puts him up at 66. There are only 3 Bobcats ever who have had 70 or more steals, or excuse me, only 2 Bobcats who have had 70 or more steals in a single season. Eric Strupp, shovel pass to Magnuson on the right wing. Dribbles left, around to the left wing for Jones. Back to Watts. He tries a topside 3, bricked it. Bobcats have the rebound. The Bobcat defense is showing up right now against the top offensive juggernaut in the Big Sky, coming in at 7-0 in conference play. Montana State leading 24-18, 6:50 to go in the first half. Eddie Turner has it out on the left wing. He dribbles right, turns the corner, kicks it out. Lekalot, right corner, 3-ball, rimming, no. And the rebound tipped, it's loose. Walker dives on the floor, but Eastern Washington comes away with it. Well, Montana State's had some good looks from downtown, but they're 3 of 10 beyond the arc. And Eric Strupp draws the foul on Rob Ford, and he picks up his second now with 6.5 to go in the first half. And now John Olmstead will check in for the first time in the last couple of games.
That's a tough foul for Rob right there. That's one you might just let him go. You're too important to your team to end up with that. And coming up a little gimpy, Brandon Walker diving on the floor, must have hit that kneecap on the floor. Probably just got a little bit of that, like your funny bone in your elbow.
Yeah. Anybody who's ever played basketball knows what that kneecap feels like when it bounces off the hardwood. Eric Strupp misses the first free throw, so that brings John Olmstead into the ball game. He has not played much. He has not played in the last 5 games. And we'll see what he can do, bringing in his size, the transfer from Arizona State.
And Eastern has been a little bit off at the free throw line, 3 for 6 tonight. Haven't scored in 3 minutes.
Eric Strupp ends that scoring drought with a free throw. But it means they still haven't hit a field goal in that time. Full court press, Garone turns it over, and Magnuson has a gimme layup. Magnuson's got 4 points. Bobcat lead cut to 3, more pressure. Lekalot gives it to Turner. The Bobcats are able to take it across the timeline, leading 24-21, 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Olmstead down on the left block, throws it up to Lekalot. He drives down to the right block, spins in, and kicks it out while he traveled. And the Cats turn it over. So now a shaky possession or 2 by Montana State.
Yeah, and that'll be the 9th turnover. That's a lot of turnovers for the Bobcats. They've been a team that's taken care of the ball throughout the year, about 11 a game. Going to hit that at halftime if they're not careful.
Eric Strupp fires into the post. Knock free. Eddie Turner was in the passing lane. Tyler Patterson picks it up and throws ahead to Garone. He slows it down on the left wing. Gives it to Patterson. And up to Eddie Turner on the Cathead logo with Rob Ford sitting with 2 fouls right now. 5:40 remaining in the first half. Montana State leading by 3 with the ball. Turner, elbow jumper. No. Flat-footed shot. And Eastern has the rebound. Magnuson Throws to Jones, still beyond the arc at the perimeter. Overhead pass to the left wing for Magnuson. Still holding. Bounce to Jones at the top. Tries to drive on Olmstead. An easy hand check call on John Olmstead. He stuck it with both mitts. That is a textbook call. First foul.
Yeah, not one you're going to even blink about arguing about, but the Cats' offense has gone a little bit dry here. 3 minutes since they last scored some points. 1 for their last 7 from the field. Got to get that going again. This is not a team that you can have extended droughts against and feel good about at all.
And Jones hits the first free throw. How crazy is this right now? Eastern shooting 50% from the field, Montana State shooting 35%, and yet the Cats are up 2 with a free throw coming for Eastern.
Yeah, forced a lot of turnovers, and a lot of those have been steals, which have created some offense. They got 6 steals already. Rob Ford with 4.
Jones hits them both. He's got 6 early points. He averages 11 a game. Pressure in the backcourt into Patterson. He's got the dribble and gets it to Eddie Turner, who walks it across the timeline. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 24-23. 5:10 remaining in the first half. These were the top 2 seeds of the Big Sky tournament last year. Magnuson draws a hand check foul. His second against, this one coming against Brian Garacki, and puts Garacki at the line now. And we've got a free throw shooting contest.
Yeah, and I appreciate what Brian did right there. He has had a tendency, when he's pressured, to just move the ball around and pass it. That time he ripped through, drove, got his shoulder inside on Magnuson, and it's an automatic easy whistle and gives him a chance to feel that ball go through the net.
It's the front end of the 1-and-1. Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Next free throw from Garacki is good. 4 points for Brian Garacki, playing with 2 personal fouls right now. And Jaden Garone checks in. They steal 2 points from Garacki, and he takes a seat on the bench.
Yeah, got to protect that 3rd foul for sure. 5 minutes to go still here in the first half.
Eastern with the ball to our right. They trail by 3. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Jones had it poked free. Olmstead gets down on the floor, and he takes it away. Thrown ahead. Turner ahead of the traffic. Lays it in. Turner the steal and the long pass before Turner puts the exclamation point.
Tremendous play all around. Olmstead getting on the floor there makes a huge play for his team.
Drive and a kick. Magnuson drives from the right wing, gets underneath, skips the pass out to the left wing. Kamen's 3. That's short. Rebound, fought for and won by Eastern. Out to Erikstrup. His 3 is short, and Garone has the rebounds. The Bobcats able to get the stop. And then we got a foul as Sam Lekalot got taken down by Casey Jones. And Jones has his first foul, and Sam Lekalot has the smile of a young man who just stole a cookie from the cookie jar.
Yeah, but Casey Jones is that guy who he does get some elbows and some cheap shots in. You even saw it on the jump ball. He took a shot at Brian Garacki, and so he's a guy that'll mix it up without question. Might have got caught there.
Yeah, so the officials are talking about it. We assume they're going to go to the monitor. They could go to immediate timeout here if they wanted to with 4:24 to go. I think they are. With 4:24 to go in the first half. And Montana State leading 28-23. They are. All right, let's take our media timeout here. 4 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State is leading Eastern Washington 28-23 again. Actually, hang on 1 second. I thought they were. Yeah, they are. Okay. Let's play it one more time. They are taking the break. So 4 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 28-23. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
The snow is falling and temps are dropping, Bobcat fans, so it's the perfect time to cozy up with heartwarming soups and comfort food. Elevate your kitchen game and create magic tonight with La Cuisine's premium cookware. Don't forget the secret ingredient, a new top-selling cookbook. Attend a cooking class and you'll learn how to make every meal a slam dunk. La Cuisine is Bozeman's boutique kitchen store, and we can help you create the perfect table with our curated Montana-made and European dining treasures. Discover the ideal blend of style and functionality at La Cuisine, 2405 West Main.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. So they just reviewed the foul between Casey Jones and Sam Leckelot. The foul was on Casey Jones. They went to go review if there should be anything added. They're calling it a common foul. Jones kind of had his hand around Leckelot's hip. He kind of pulled him a little bit, and then their legs got tangled, and that's what sent Leckelot to the floor. But as a result, Leckelot gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Great job by Sam getting himself a chance to score. He find ways to do it. He drew the official's eye in transition there as they get tangled up.
The front end is no good. Rebound tipped to the baseline and out of bounds, staying with Montana State. Yeah, no question.
Yeah, it's red.
So it'll stay with Montana State despite the missed free throw. Cats are 7 of 10 from the free throw line today. So there's been a few points. The numbers look fine, but the last couple of games, there have been a few points that have been left at the free throw line in crucial moments. Bobcats have the ball to our left at a 5-point lead nearing the end of the first half. Eddie Turner on the drive to the rack, lays it up and in. That was smooth. Good to see Eddie Turner back in the good graces. He's got 7 points.
And the Cats go on a really quick 6-0 run after going 3.5 minutes without anything.
Coward holding. Gives it to Jones at the top, guarded by Leckelot. He drives to the mid-post, stops, picks up the bounce, gives it to Coward. He rips the baseline, blocked, swatted away. Jaden Garone denies at the cup. Pushed ahead, Leckelot in transition, finishes on the dime by Eddie Turner. That's got this place going again. They've been waiting for something to root for. Skip pass over to the right corner for Eastern, which trails by 9. Watts to the free throw line, lobs into the post, and it is out of bounds. Turnover, Bobcat basketball. Montana State heating up with 3:27 to go in the first half, and the Bobcats leading 32-23. Well, now they've just pointed to go to a media timeout. We already took the media timeout. They already set it to the scorer's table. We've taken ours, and everybody was sitting at that last timeout. They told us they were taking the media. No, that should not be a media timeout right now with 3:27 to go in the first half and Montana State leading 32-23. So, we're going to keep it here.
Yeah, there's no media timeout left. I mean, they've already let it go, so I doubt that they'll call the teams back out here, but not going to have a fifth media in the first half. But I will say this Bobcat team is playing with a ton of heart. They've got Eastern out of rhythm offensively, and that is incredibly difficult to do. I've watched like 7 of their games this year, and I've never seen them this discombobulated and just out of rhythm, unable to take care of the basketball. Eastern, 11 first half turnovers. The Cats have already taken away 7 of those in steals. They've gotten some transition stuff going. It's been just a really clean game. Despite a couple of droughts offensively, Montana State has done the job on the defensive end to have themselves up 9.
This game is brought to you in part by the Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it. More at safemt.com. The other thing this phantom media timeout is doing, it does draw a little of the energy out of the crowd. Things were starting to build. There was a little momentum there, and you had everybody kind of up on your feet. I mean, it is what it is. That's not going to be the difference. But that is a moment where you can kind of capitalize while you've got a 32-23 lead over Eastern with 3:27 to go in the first half.
Without question. And probably the difference in the game at this point is the Bobcats' ability to defend the three-point line. Eastern shooting 12% from the 3, 1 for 8. And you've got a team where even though the Bobcats are only shooting 3 for 11, taking that weapon away from Eastern Washington combined with their ability to adjust in the post and take away some points in the paint. left the Cats in a good spot. Eastern with just 23 points, 16 and a half minutes in.
Yeah, for a team scoring 83 a game in conference play. And, you know, Montana State not really shooting the three ball well right now either, 3 of 11 from beyond the arc. But it feels like the difference is Montana State's getting good looks that just haven't fallen. Just keep taking those. Eventually they'll hit.
You would think so for sure. And they're doing all this with Garaki, 4, both with 2. Obviously, Naduka having 2 as well. So you've got some foul trouble you're able to weather because of the ability to get stops.
And Eddie Turner stepping up, having a nice ball game today. He'd been a little quiet the last couple, but he's been loud today. Turner's got the dribble, takes it to the right elbow, pulls up, the jumper, rimming, no. Casey Jones has the rebound. Just left it a little bit short. Jones to the top, goes it over to the left wing. Hand off there for Magnuson. He's playing with 2 fouls. Eastern's got a little foul trouble in this first half also. Got 3 players with a pair. Magnuson on the left wing, gives it to Coward. Contested 3, couldn't get it off. Throws back to Magnuson, 10 to shoot. Magnuson directing traffic. Goes over to the left wing. Here's a 3. Price missed it. Olmstead the rebound. That was a low percentage 3, and the Cats get another stop with a 9-point lead.
Cats defense continues to just have Eastern a little befuddled.
Turner to the free throw line. Gives it to Olmstead on the right elbow. Hand off for Patterson. Triggers a topside 3. No. Rebound. Lekalot can't quite save it. Wow. What an effort by Sam Lekalot. He came streaking in, tipped it to himself, and then got slightly undercut as he went down to the floor. It shouldn't have been any foul or anything, but just kind of lost his balance and couldn't quite save it. But great effort by Lekalot.
Yeah, he came from 30 feet to even keep that ball alive and give his team a chance to keep possession. Eastern Washington will have it back. Eastern has not scored in over 3 minutes.
That's how you go clean the glass. And we've got a whistle as Kyman gets a 3 off. Foul underneath. Foul on Jaden Garone, his first, and that puts Eastern Washington to the line. Montana State leading 32-23. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the first half. At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. First free throw is good. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. So Cedric Coward, his first point of the day. He's their leading scorer at 14 a game.
Yeah, and one thing that's big here, 2:19 to play in the first half. You've got an 8-point lead, might be 7 after this free throw. Got to come down and have quality possessions to close this half out. Find a way to hold or extend this lead.
Coward does hit the free throw. 7-point advantage for the Bobcats, passing through a full court press. Garaki gives it to Turner. Garaki still in a few minutes with the 2 personal fouls late in the first half. Turner out on the left wing. Dribbles with the left hand into the lane, draws a double team, kicks it out, left corner 3 ball. No, Lekalot had a great open look, and that was a beautiful pass by Turner. Just keep shooting those. Price working on Olmstead. Has to take it out, gives it to Coward. Drives the baseline, gets cut off, out to the right corner. Kyman with a 3. That's no good. Hits the rim, bounces off the shot clock. And the Cats get another stop defensively. This stretch defensively by Montana State right now, their best of the year.
Tremendous, and doing it against a high-powered, high-quality offensive opponent.
Lekalot kicks it to the right corner. Garaki drives, pulls up the elbow. Jumper is no good, and Eastern has the rebound. Bobcats also haven't scored in about 2.5 minutes now. Coward steps to his left, kicks it to the right wing. Rotated to Magnuson, around to Coward, then into the corner, just moving it around the perimeter. Kyman, lob to the free throw line for Coward, back to the right wing. Magnuson lets it fly. That's no good. Cats will give that shot up, and Eddie Turner has the rebound. He weaves into the front court to the elbow. Alley-oop. Olmstead can't finish. It got tipped on the pass, and Eastern picks up the loose ball. Out to the right corner. Magnuson steps along the baseline. Out of the elbow now. Weaves out. Hands it off. Price working on the right wing against Lekalot. Double team comes. He's trapped. Still trapped. Whistle and a timeout called by Eastern. Great trapping defense by Montana State on the right sideline. All timeout sponsored by Prime Lending. Prime Lending home loans made simple. 49 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State leading 32-25 over Eastern Washington. It'll be Eastern ball with 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a really good defensive possession there. And throwing the double team on Price just had nothing to do with that. He's looked quite off tonight, just not in the right space mentally, a little bit on his heels. And the Bobcats doing the job. Got to finish. 49 seconds.
Eastern is one of their last 9 from the field. They came in shooting 52% during Big Sky play.
A lot of that's been the three-point line. They haven't been able to get their easy stuff around the rim, and that's led to a lot of long shots and not the right guys shooting. You've got three-point shooters that Montana State will take. Magnuson shooting threes is not going to hurt you.
Boy, imagine if Montana State was hitting some of their open threes. Out of the right baseline. Watts, handoff underneath. Jones lays it up. No, he got blocked. John Olmstead was there. Cats get another stop. Final 35 seconds of the first half. About a 13-second differential between the shot and game clock, and a timeout call by Montana State. Montana's Rib and Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. All right, 22 seconds on the shot clock, 35 seconds on the game clock. Montana State with the ball in the front court and a 32-25 lead over Eastern Washington.
Yeah, and the one thing we didn't mention is that last Eastern timeout was their second of the first half. So they'll only have 2 remaining the rest of the way, which may or may not be a big thing, but you usually don't want to use 2 timeouts in the first half. I'd like to see something here that gets a guy open for a three. Up 7, 35 seconds, take the shot. Go for a dagger, put yourself up 10 right here. You got Garacki, you got Patterson out there, you got Lekolak could shoot the ball. Maybe something with a little ball screen with Olmstead and Turner that allows a kick out. Eastern looks like they might jump zone though.
Cats inbound. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 33 seconds on the game clock, end of the first half. Montana State leading 32-25, trying to end Eastern Washington's 9-game winning streak. Turner takes it to the top with 10 to shoot. Turner turns the corner, pulls up, mid-range jumper, rimming no, rebound tipped out, near the sideline, saved by Eastern. Shot clock dark, 15 seconds left in the first half. Cats need one more stop. The lengthy Coward has it across the timeline, picked up by Turner. Spins to the right wing, picked up by Olmstead now. Throws up to the top. Kyman tries a deep three. That's no good. And that is how the first half comes to a close. All right. A lot of things went right for Montana State in the first 20 minutes, but Eastern Washington has been here before. They've had a lot of big second halves throughout the year, and the Cats will try to reverse that trend and hand Eastern their first Big Sky loss of the year. We'll take a break, heading to halftime. Montana State 32, Eastern Washington 25. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Guaranteed Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
You can always say good morning, but when you're about to enjoy golden biscuits and toasty hash browns at McDonald's, you say good morning.
A good morning is even better with a medium iced coffee for $1.99. Perfect with your breakfast favorites like the sausage McMuffin with egg and golden hash browns. Order ahead on the app to save time. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 32-25. They've got the Ribbon Chop House shoot for cash, and this college student, this Bobcat student, is up to the half-court line right now. That one was almost in for $1,000. He needs a little more arc on the shot. It's a fastball. You gotta get it up. Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's okay. We'll break it down for him after the fact. We remind you, Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Well, Brian, the Bobcats holding the first-place Eagles to just 25 points in the first half. This is an Eastern team that scores 83 a game, and Montana State trying to hand them their first loss of Big Sky play, and right now, again, up 32-25.
Yeah, it's all about the defensive end right now for Montana State. 7 steals, forced, 11 turnovers, 1 for 12 from 3. But the thing you love is you're just seeing the team effort. You're seeing guys knowing who to close out hard on and take away the 3, and the guys to close out short on. You're seeing help side defense and rotations that are happening quick. Things are just really crisp and precise. And even though the Bobcats did not score for the last 4 minutes of the first half, they're still sitting with a 7-point lead because the defense carried the weight.
And for Montana State, they only shot 34%. Now they hold Eastern to 33%, which is about 20 percentage points below their conference average. And for Montana State, 3 of 13 from 3. They had some good looks from downtown that didn't go.
Yeah, they really did. There's Eddie Turner had a couple of them. Garacki had a couple of them. Sam had a couple of them. Man, if any of those had gone, this thing would be a 12, 15-point lead.
Yeah, and Montana State's been hot from 3 lately. They've hit 25 of them in their last 3 games, shooting over 50%. We'll see if things reverse to the mean as we get ready for the second half. We'll take a break for the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 32-25. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
The snow is falling and temps are dropping, Bobcat fans, so it's the perfect time to cozy up with heartwarming soups and comfort food. Elevate your kitchen game and create magic tonight with La Cuisine's premium cookware. Don't forget the secret ingredient, a new top-selling cookbook. Attend a cooking class and you'll learn how to make every meal a slam dunk. La Cuisine is Bozeman's boutique kitchen store, and we can help you create the perfect table with our curated Montana-made and European dining treasures. Discover the ideal blend of style and functionality at La Cuisine, 2405 West Main.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. The Bobcats leading the Eastern Washington Eagles. Let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. You're listening to Montana State Basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Keaton Galogly alongside Brian Preby at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Will Gordon as our producer today. You're listening to the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Some numbers from the first half. Montana State had 3 Wendy's three-pointers, and they had 5 assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Montana State only shot 34% from the field, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Eastern Washington, the best offense in the league the last 2 years, shot 33% from the field, 1 of 12 from downtown. Bobcats were led by Brandon Walker, who had 9 points in 10.5 minutes. Rob Ford had 8 points, 2 rebounds in 12 minutes. Garacki had 4 points in 10 minutes because of foul trouble. Lekalot, 4 points, 5 rebounds in the first half. Eddie Turner had 7 points on 3 of 7 shooting. Cats doing a nice job on Eastern Washington's leading scorer, Cedric Coward, 2 points, 0 of 2 from the field. Ethan Price only 3 points in this one. Casey Jones led the way for Eastern in that first half with 6 points. The McDonald's delivery of the half, that early on, is going to Sam Lekalot for his effort on the glass. 5 rebounds, 2 of them on the offensive glass. Take a break on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. When we come back, we'll take a look around the rest of the Big Sky scoreboard and tell you how the women are doing out in Cheney today. Could be upset city around the Big Sky. We'll tell you about that and more in just a bit. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
Banking doesn't stop because the weekend comes around or the sunset paints our big sky. We know you work hard for your money and need access to it 24/7, 365, wherever you are. Stockman Bank's online and mobile banking lets you live every single moment of your day with confidence to stay in touch with your money via smartphone, tablet, or desktop computer. See the difference banking with Stockman Bank makes for you. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Well, they got an offensive rebound.
Back on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Montana State is leading Eastern Washington 32-25. All right, taking a look at the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. Weber State in trouble at Northern Arizona. Weber up 71-70 with 9 seconds left in the second half, and Weber just got a rebound off a Northern Arizona miss. So there's still a chance there, but Weber might escape Flagstaff, but it's close. Meanwhile, the one that really has some big impacts for the Bobcats with Northern Colorado up a half game on Montana State right now in the standings. Northern Colorado is trailing Idaho State. They're down 75-73 with 10 seconds left in overtime. Northern Colorado just called a timeout. But the way Idaho State's playing right now, they just beat Weber, trying to beat Northern Colorado on the road. Sweeping them feels like a steal.
That would be an unbelievable couple of games there for the Bengals. And for Montana State, you want the Bengals to beat everybody because you've already got the sweep on them. You got that tiebreak if they were to climb the ladder.
And then finally, Montana with a furious comeback. They're down by just 1 now against Idaho at home. 15 and a half minutes to go in that ball game. But Montana was down big in that ball game early, and Idaho letting them back in it. So we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, the women at Eastern Washington. Eastern on the women's side is also tied for first place right now, and the women are trailing 42-39. Merritt Dykstra, we just had on Cat Chat this week, throwing up 16 points in this one. Caitlin Lamardo in her return has 9. But again, the Cats down 42-39 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. So plenty left in that one. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. Montana State leading Eastern Washington at halftime up 32-25. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students.
Now,
MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors in advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 32-25 after the first half of play. And Idaho State trying to close it out against Northern Colorado, which would give Northern Colorado a 3-point loss. Or their third loss, rather. Right now, Idaho State up 78-75. That's huge. Northern Colorado's going to try to get game-tying 3 off, and they drew the foul, I think, on the shots. It looks like Northern Colorado is going to get 3 free throws from DeJour Reeves, who is a very good free throw shooter. So, huge swing in the balance. If Northern Colorado were to lose that game, and if Montana State were to win, okay, that's a foul on the floor. Montana State could be up in that second-place position by a game and a half over Northern Colorado. So we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but that is what's at stake tonight.
Yeah, it's funny because this weekend will put basically you're halfway through the league.
Yeah, today is the halfway mark.
You've seen everybody as of Saturday. We'll have seen everybody in the league and kind of know where you're at and what's going on.
Montana State starts with a basketball. to begin the second half, leading 32-25. Bobcat basketball is brought to you in part by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. The inbounds pass to Eddie Turner, and we are underway in the second half. Rob Ford throws it around to the left wing for Tyler Patterson. The Cats get into their offense for the first time after halftime. Eddie Turner takes it down to the left post, throws it back out to the top. Ford to Brandon Walker's just back in after an apparent knee injury momentarily in that first half. Back to Ford, 10 to shoot. Ford down the right baseline, skips to the left corner. Garacki with a three. That's no good. Rebound tipped, loose, won by Eastern. Magnuson pushes the other way. Price in transition with an easy lay-in, and Ethan Price has 5 points tonight. 32-27, Montana State in front, moving from left to right. Ford takes it to the top, throws back to Eddie Turner. He drives from the top of the key, gets underneath, kicks it out to Garacki in the right corner. He tries another three. That's no good, and the rebound grab by Eastern. The Bobcats are 3 of 15 from downtown today.
Yeah, a little bit too passive in the first part here of the second half. Got to attack this defense. Don't just settle for threes.
Coward, a right wing three. That's no good. Rebound, Eastern. Thrown back out to Magnuson into Coward. He lays it up. That's good. Ford was there trying to take a charge. They swallowed the whistle, and Coward able to finish. He's got 4. 32-29, Montana State leading after a quick 4-0 run by Eastern to open up the second half. This is something they've been great at all year, coming out strong in the second half. Ford at the free throw line. His jumper is good. Hit nothing but the nylon. And Rob Ford into double figures. First into double figures with 10. Eastern with it to our left. Magnuson a drive. Kicks to the left block. Jones off balance. Jumper is good. Got it to go. Tried to draw the contact and the foul. Officials swallowed the whistle. 8 points for Casey Jones.
Boy, and Eastern's in attack mode on the offensive end. The Cats got to regain their footing defensively that they ended the first half with.
Garacki out on the right wing. Gives it to Walker out of the perimeter right side. In the corner, working the baseline, backing down, works into the paint, spins left shoulder, lays it up, rimming, no. Good defense by Eastern. Really stayed straight up there. Coward on the right wing, sets it up for Eastern, trying to extend this 6-2 run to open up the second half. On the drive, gets down to the right block, kicks it out to the top. Magnuson hands it off. Jones from the left wing gives back to Magnuson, 10 to shoot, skip to Coward on the right wing, then to Kyman. He drives, gets into the lane, tries a jumper. That's no good. Garacki the rebound. That was a good defensive set by Montana State.
Yeah, much better, much more solid. Kept him out of the paint, made him shoot a contested jump shot.
Bobcats with the ball to our right. Up 3. Turner, spin, finger roll, good. Oh, smooth as silk, Eddie Turner. What a beautiful finish. He's got 9. From the free throw line, Magnuson down underneath. Goes up and blocked and fouled. Brandon Walker with the foul. His second. Magnuson going to the line. Bobcat basketball brought to you in part by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Bobcat Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. So Magnuson going to the line. He is 80% from the free throw line, and he hits the first. 5 points for Magnuson, who is now 2 games shy of the program record for most games played at Eastern, right now with 136 today, the Boise native and a senior.
Yeah, those COVID stats are forever going to disrupt what has ever happened when you got guys playing 6-7 years.
Magnuson puts it up. That is short. And the rebound pulled in by Rob Ford. Pushed ahead, Garacki on the left wing. Shuffles to the corner. Breaking it down into the lane, pivoting on the left foot, goes up, got blocked. Loose ball, recovered by Montana State underneath. Garacki pivoting, trying to get rid of it, and does. Patterson, open 3. No! Lecolot the board, back up, draws the foul, and Lecolot's going to the line. Coward very frustrated. Sam Lecolot cleaning the glass. Another open look from 3 didn't fall, but Lecolot will go to the line as Cedric Coward picks up his second foul. Oh, was it not Coward?
Thought they gave it to Kyman, but I could have been wrong.
I saw Coward frustrated about it, and then I lost the official as he made the call. It hasn't come through on the stat monitor yet. We'll get it in a sec. Either way, Lekalot shooting free throws. It is Kyman. You were right. Kyman second.
And it looks like David Riley is trying to get a review on the triple team on Garacki on the baseline. If he were to do that and he lost that, it'd effectively be a challenge. He'd be down to a single timeout left, so he pulls it back.
Lekalot hits the first free throw. He's got 5 points today. Things are really feeling like they're hanging to the balance here. Montana State has a chance to really grab control of this game. Next free throw is good. Lekalot hits them both. He's got another 6 points, which is about what he's been averaging since he turned a corner a couple of days ago. Bobcats back up 38-32, 16.5 to play in the ballgame. Kyman throws it over to the right wing for Coward, who's been excessively quiet today. Into the post right side. Price against Ford. Spins, doubled, goes up with the left hand, missed it. Fight for the rebound, and it is saved by Ford on the baseline. What an effort by Rob Ford on the glass again. Ahead to the left wing, into the left corner. Lekalot turns down a three, backs it down against the smaller player. Into the post, and had it taken away. Magnuson picked his pocket. Thrown out to the left wing. Kyman, transition three. No. Lekalot the rebound. The Bobcats get the ball back quickly.
Sam Lekalot's about to take Rob Ford's role as leading rebounder. He's got 8 rebounds already early second half.
He's got a chance for his first career double-double. Ford, top side 2. Yep. Rob Ford, smooth stroke. He's got a dozen. Cats back up by 8. Price hands it off on the right wing. Kyman is there. To Magnuson, into the post. Tip free. Tyler Patterson knocks it away. Cats force another turnover. Patterson receives a pass in the front court. Moved around the perimeter. Ford into the left corner. Lekalot measures out a 3. No. Rebound Eastern. Cats ice cold from downtown. 3 of 17. Jones breaking it down against Patterson. Into the lane. Goes up. No. And they call a foul. Patterson had his hands up, but Jones moved his forearms into Patterson's arms, and Patterson picks up his second. That was tough. They could have called an offensive foul. They called the defensive foul after. It's a coin flip. We're taking a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15:02 to go in the ball game. Montana State up 40-32, trying to hand Eastern Washington their first Big Sky loss of the year. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at Qdoba.com or in the app.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Howland believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Howland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. 15:02 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 40-32. They've led for most of this ball game. By the way, Northern Colorado and Idaho State into double overtime now. We'll keep an eye on that. DeJour Reeves hit the 3 free throws with 2 seconds left to send it to the second overtime. But here, Brian, Bobcats are in control just a little bit of ways here.
Yeah, well, what I like is Eastern comes out, hits 3 quick shots, scored those 6 points, are up 6-2. Since then, the Cats go 6-1, and Eastern hasn't made a field goal in 3 more minutes. So they didn't make a field goal for the last 6:20 of the first half. They have a little rush early second half, and now again the Bobcats find their footing, held them without field goals.
Casey Jones is at the free throw line after a Tyler Patterson foul. The first free throw is good. What's pretty crazy right now for Montana State, the last 3 games, including today, they have led for 88 minutes. They led for 68 minutes last week in the 2 games against Sac and Portland. The free throw is no good, and Rob Ford rips down another rebound as he approaches 500. He needs one more to rip down his 500th career rebound.
Is that just this year, or does that include past years?
It does include past years, but could include just this year. Ford drills a topside 3, lulled his man to sleep and said, that one's mine. He's got 15. Cats up 10, their first double-digit lead of the day. 14.5 to play in the ball games. Student section trying to get loud. Magnuson bounce into the lane. Price is free, and he got blocked on the 2-hand dunk. Oh, and they called the foul. Lecolot was there, so Lecolot picks up the foul. Not the worst foul in the world. Lecolot's first, make Price earn at the line.
Great foul. Yeah, you're not going to let a guy come in and dunk in the paint right there. He did a great job of contesting it. Price misses the dunk. He gets the call, so what? Make him earn it.
And again, here we see Lecolot making those little plays. First free throw is good for Ethan Price. I mean, he had the 3 biggest plays you could argue in that Sac State game when he hit a 3, had a steal, and then had a layup when the Cats were in a drought offensively. Now we see another good, smart play. Next free throw is good.
Absolutely, you take that right there. Cats up 8.
14:25 to go in the game. Montana State from left to right. Rob Ford leading the way with another 15 points tonight. He had 26 in his homecoming at Portland State on Saturday. Ford at the top, on the drive, into the lane, mid-post, kicks it out. Garacki steps inside, throws to the right corner. Ford again for 3. No. Rebound, Eastern Washington. So the Ford 3 didn't quite take the lid off from downtown. And now Eastern goes to work. Eric Strupp with a topside 3. That's no good. And a foul going after the rebound. And it's going the other way. It's going on Cedric Coward. And David Riley gets a point from the official saying that's enough. Coward picks up his second.
Yeah, boy, I didn't see that one right there.
Replay on the video board right now.
Looked like a big nothing burger to me, but hey, it's all good.
That is a break for the Cats. Yeah, that is a 0-calorie burger. Garacki up to Ford, around to Patterson. Then to Ford, back to Patterson, left wing 3. Count it! Tyler Patterson from downtown, his first points of the night.
And we've said if the Cats can start making some threes, they are going to get a big lead going, and they are in double digits right now.
Coward responds with a silencing 3 on the right wing. His second field goal of the day. Oh, that was a big response by Eastern's best player, Cedric Coward, the 6'6 junior from Fresno. Ford to the drive, lays it up. No! And Eastern has the rebound. And then Ford has the steal. Took it away from behind against Eric Strupp. He's approaching 70. Garacki from deep. Yup! Brian Garacki, a left wing 3. Montana State back up by 11.
And the Cats with 3 threes in a row here as they are getting things hot from behind the arc.
And Garacki 2 points from 1,000 in his career. Into the post. Watts underneath. Had it poked free. It's loose. It is out of bounds. Bobcat basketball. Montana State's defense is building a wall at the brick. Wow.
It has been an unbelievable effort here early second half on the defensive end for Montana State. Just giving up 4 field goals, 3 in the first minute and a half.
And a foul on Magnuson, who got too aggressive, his 3rd foul. But yeah, Brian Garacki sitting at 998 career points in 4 years, so didn't have the COVID extra, and he only scored 53 in his freshman year.
Wow, that's pretty significant, 3 years right there. Well, for the Cats right now, they'd love to see him break 1,000 on this next possession and get that 3 ball to fall.
Into Naduka, had to fight through some arms to get up to the top. Handoff back to Garacki with the Bobcats leading 49-38 against the Eagles. 12:20 to go in the game. Patterson at the top has the dribble. He's starting to play with some oomph into the post. Naduka right block, doubled, kicks it out. Patterson catch and shoot three. Swirls off, no good. Rebound, saved by Lekalot to the Eagles. Good effort, but the Eagles will take the possession back. Out of the right wing. Jones goes up to the top, around to the left wing, into the post, and a foul. Eric Strupp and Lekalot were fighting, and Lekalot picks up his second, and Casey Jones is getting into the mix. He's stirring the pot. Tyler Patterson has a grin like a bully, and Sam Lekalot is loving the contact. This is Big Sky basketball at its best. We're taking a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position as Montana State tries to end the Eagles' 9-game winning streak. 11:57 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading Eastern Washington 49-38. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
We are back. The First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:57 to go in the ballgame. Montana State leading 49-38 over Eastern Washington, which is 7-0 in Big Sky play. And Brian, it's starting to get chippy.
Yeah, I mean, both teams know there's a lot on the line here. For the Bobcats, by beating Eastern, the number 1 seed, it gives you tiebreakers over a lot of people. Plus, it keeps you in the mix for a top seed. For Eastern Washington, they haven't faced this kind of fight. Really, they've had 2 games in league that have been close, so they're probably not especially used to it, especially having won so many games by such big margins.
The officials doing what they need to do to keep this game in control. They both kind of talked to each player on the floor. They huddled up the Bobcats and said, hey, we're keeping an eye. There was definitely some things there that could have been teed up on that last possession. They didn't, but they're just kind of giving everybody a little bit of a verbal warning. Well handled by the officials. Lob into the post. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Naduka just barely did kind of get Ethan Price in the hips. He displaced him while he was in the air. It wasn't much, but it is textbook, and they did just kind of warn everybody that things have been getting chippy. So a foul on Naduka, his 3rd.
Yeah, and you got a fairly veteran crew, and so I'm sure they've noticed it getting chippy, and they're going to call it a little bit tight here for a second. So you got to be aware of that and adjust.
Eastern to inbound, trailing by 11, and it's hauled in by Casey Jones at the half-court line. He drives into the lane, lays it up, no, but we got a blocking foul. Lekalot was there. He picks up his 3rd. He didn't need to. It was a blocking foul. Yeah, he was set, but he wasn't squared. And, there was good defense already, one-on-one.
Yeah, Casey Jones was out of control. He wasn't going to be able to finish that. But by stepping in from the side, it's touch foul there, and Sam now has 3, so he's got to pay attention to that.
Yeah. And, Cats pick up 2 touch fouls there, but both accurately called, and especially after you already kind of got the warning. Jones misses the first free throw, so I guess it was a bad call.
Ball never lies. But that also puts Eastern Washington in the bonus. So in both halves, right around the 12-minute mark, they've been in the bonus. That's not a good thing. You don't want a team shoot free throws on the road like they're about to.
Casey Jones hits the second free throw. He's into double figures with 10. He averages 11 a game. Montana State leading by 10, up 49-39, 11:35 to go in the second half. Ford weaves and kicks. Garacki up at the top. Handoff for Patterson deep. Gives to Naduka on the perimeter. At the top of the key, Naduka. And pass tipped out of bounds. It's staying with Montana State.
Boy, and that's just that Eastern length at so many positions. They're able to get a deflection right there. Cats with 8 on the shot clock now. Got to get into something quick.
Man, there's so much time left in this game with the Cats leading by 10. 11:22 remaining. Ford deep. NBA 3. No. Rebound Eastern. Cats getting a little 3 happy here in the second half. Lob into the post. Eric Strupp goes up, lays it in. Good job by Lekelat. Just stay straight up, and Eric Strupp able to finish. He's got 7. First field goal of the second half.
Yeah, and Eastern with a quick little run here. Cats got to stem the tide, come down and score offensively.
They've weathered a few storms today. Ford out on the right wing, spins to the elbow, backs it out at the top, gives to Patterson. Bounce to Naduka left wing. Skip into the right corner. Lekelat, open 3. Count it. Sam Lekelat's got 9. Montana State up 52-41. 10:30 remaining. The 3's starting to fall. Coward lob into the post. Watts makes an easy catch and a lay-in. He got behind his man. First points for Lawan Watts, the second-year freshman.
And again, Eastern just clears out a side, throws it over the top. Looks to get a switch and a mismatch, whatever they want to get.
Ford drives, bounce along the baseline to the left corner for Garacki. Back to Ford, triggers the left wing 3. Bang! Oh, it's raining 3s in the second half for Montana State.
They've got 5 of their 8 makes from behind the arc.
Watts in deep. Missed the layup. Garacki with the defense. That's 5 Wendy's three-pointers in the second half. 8 Wendy's three-pointers overall. Montana State leading 55-43. 9:40 remaining in the game. Ford milks a little clock. Step back. Topside 3. No. Lekelat the offensive rebound. Out to Garacki from deep. No. Rebound. Out of bounds. Eastern basketball. Sam Lekelat's playing with some swagger right now. He thought that was going, and he had his arms up. He was ready to celebrate and to see a sound here.
Yeah, he's got 9 points, 9 rebounds. Like you said, double-double is beyond within reach here if Sam can find a way to get one of each.
9:30 remaining in the game. Cats trying to hand the first-place Eagles their first Big Sky loss to open up February. Jones driving the right baseline, gets up, lays it, good. Casey Jones thought about going for the dunk, laid it in as Sam Lekelat played conservative defense with the 3 fouls.
Yeah, smart play by Sam.
Bobcats up 55-45, 9:09 remaining in the ball game. Naduka out of the left wing. Takes it right, had his pocket picked. Eric Strupp steals it. He's in transition, one-on-one against Lekelat, lays it. No! And the rebound is saved by Naduka. No, Naduka stepped on the left sideline as he was trying to save it. And good defense by Lekelat to deter that transition lay-in. At least Eastern now has to set it all up. Brandon Walker coming back in. Haven't seen him in a minute. Naduka to the bench. Now the Cats are playing with effort. They are playing together. And they've got a double-digit lead midway through the second half against the best team in the conference. Montana State at 5-3 in Big Sky play. Eastern Washington 7-0. Today marks the end of the first half for Montana State in the 18-game Big Sky schedule. They have Idaho on Saturday for a 6 o'clock tip. Watts on the left wing. 9 minutes remaining in the game. Watts backing down into the lane. Runner is up. Rimming, no. Put back, yes. Second try works for Lawan Watts. He's got 4.
And again, it's all a matchup game for this Eastern offense. They're able to get a bigger player on Rob Ford and then attack him.
Ford crosses over. He's got it out on the left wing. Now drives into the lane. Pops on the right wing. Kicks it out. Garacki open. Left wing 3. No, he got blocked. Watts tracked it down. And Eastern picks up the loose ball. Coward in transition. Lays it good. Wow, what closing speed by Watts. That looked wide open, and the lead's been cut to 6.
6-0 run by the Eagles, and the Bobcats save a timeout. We'll wait for the next media here, which is just seconds away.
8:05 remaining in the game. Montana State up 6 with the ball, 55-49. Walker backing it in on the right block, goes up with the left hand and lays it in, just bullying Cedric Coward. First bucket for Walker in the second half. He has 11. Jones quickly the other way, posted up against Lecolot, left block, kicks it out. Coward, topside 3. No. Walker, rebound. Cats get another stop, and Walker able to avoid a jump ball. That was close. Good job by Walker. And a foul. Casey Jones, a frustration foul. I don't know what he's doing. He's just reaching in there. His second foul, and the nervous energy rippling through the brick. Great time to take a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:36 to go in the game. Montana State leading 57-49 over Eastern Washington. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Montana State leading 57-49 over Eastern Washington with 7:36 to go in the ball game. Rob Ford's got 18 points. Brandon Walker has 11. Turner and Lecolot with 9 apiece. Garacki has 7. Montana State is shooting just 37% against the league's best offense, but the Bobcat defense has been up to the task today, Brian.
The Bobcat defense has been outstanding. I mean, they've got a team that's averaging over 80 points a game, and they've held them to basically 50 with 7 minutes to go. Now, doesn't mean Eastern can't explode offensively. Yeah. We know that. But you feel like the tenor and the tone of how the Bobcats have come out defensively is going to be the thing that's going to get them over the top here.
And good depth shown by the Bobcats. Sam Lecolot having a massive day today. Chika Naduka's had some good minutes. We saw John Olmstead in the first half. Rob Ford getting a little breather now as Eddie Turner comes in after a rest. So just a little bit of depth here for Montana State is starting to show up some. Bobcats with the ball. Walker breaking it down into the lane. Whistle and a foul. That's a quick, tight whistle on Dane Erikstrup, his second.
That'll only be the 5th team foul, if I'm not mistaken. So
6th. No, 5th. You're right.
Bobcats won't go to the line for a minute here, but it's good aggressive take by Brandon Walker there.
So the Cats will inbound on their own baseline. 7:26 remaining in the game. Bobcats up 57-49. Even while the Bobcats were running through all that success the last 2 years, Eastern Washington was always the rock in their shoe. Cats have only won twice in the last 10 meetings. Patterson with a long overhead pass, and it's inbounded three-quarter court in the backcourt by Eddie Turner. Turner into the front court to set up the Bobcat offense as Rob Ford gets a breath. Turner at the top, drives to the right block, hop stop, pivoting, kicks it out. Walker working on Erikstrup into the lane, throws to Garacki. He steps to the elbow, kicks it back off. Walker, his 3 ball's no good. The end of the shot clock, and a rebound grab by Eastern. Coward breaking it down into the lane in a C, kicks it out, up to the top. Jones traveled, shuffled his feet, he'll turn it over. Ball going back to the Bobcats, leading 57-49, just under 7 minutes to play.
That's a big turnover right there, as Eastern had a chance to get it back to a 2-possession game. Cats have answered the bell every time in the second half. It's gotten down around 6-7 points. They've knocked down a shot. Need another one of those moments right here.
Pucker up. It's a tight finish today. Montana State into the front court. They've led for most of the day against the league's top team at home. Walker on the right baseline, back to the basket against Coward. Throws out to Gorecki, around to Turner. Drives from the left wing, kicks into the left corner. Here's a three. Yes! Tyler Patterson from downtown. His second three of the day, and that's his fourth straight game with multiple three-point field goals. Montana State back up by 11. Watts on the drive, floater up, good. Ooh, that is a big man take by Lawan Watts, who has 6 points all in the second half.
Yeah, he is a scary freshman, man. He's like Dylan Jones already as a freshman. He's going to be a really good player in this league.
He's a redshirt kid, so he redshirted last year. 9.5 points per game already. Montana State leading by 9 with the ball. Bounce into the post. Lekalot back it in, spins left shoulder, turns the hook, good, off the window. Sam Lekalot into double figures. He's got 11, third time he's scored in double figures this year. Trading baskets now. Rob Ford getting ready to check back in. Coward fires into the post. Eric Strupp doubled, steps through it, and he traveled. Gorecki and Turner were there. Great rotation defensively, and the Cats force another turnover, the 16th for Eastern Washington. Boy, and you know, the crowd feels like they want to get into it, but they almost feel nervous about it.
Yeah, I think the crowd, though, is starting to sense it. You know, you get the 11-point lead here. Now they got to find a way to continue to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, there's a lot of twists and turns left with 5.5 to play. Bounce down to the right baseline. Walker back it down in the post. Face it up, now spins. Right-handed layup short. Rebound tipped and out of bounds, staying with Montana State. Yeah, Watts tried to tip it to himself, but it goes out of bounds, so it's Bobcat ball.
Got that 20 seconds back on the clock here, and it's way too early to be thinking about playing the clock, but definitely big to have an ability to run a full possession.
Oh, and Patterson got undercut, and then they called a foul on Patterson. All right, so Tyler Patterson hit with his third. Magnuson and Tyler got crossed up there. 5:15 remaining in the game. Montana State leading 62-51.
Yeah, not a good inbounds pass there. Not enough on it. Gets left short. Magnuson's able to get a hand on it, and then Tyler takes him out and puts Magnuson on the line. Got to have a lot of composure in close games in league against good teams. Composure in your last 5-6 minutes really is what separates the cream from the crap.
Free throw is good on the front end of the 1-and-1 for Magnuson. And that has been a separator for Montana State. I mean, the two games that really pop into mind, we talked about it in the pregame show, the Long Beach and Portland State games. You flip those two, Cats have 6 Big Sky wins and 12 overall. Instead, they're sitting at 10-11, 5-3 in the Big Sky. Magnuson misses the second free throw. Brandon Walker has a good rebound. Remember, this is an Eastern Washington team that has been outscoring Big Sky opponents by 16 points per game. They haven't been just winning. They've been dominating on their way to a 7-0 record. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Bobcats up 10. Ford has at the top. Casey Jones wanted to charge. Didn't get it. To Gorecki. Back to Ford. 5 to shoot. Got to go. Ford to the elbow. Into the lane. Goes in. Kicks it out. Lekalot. Right corner 3. No. Rebound. Put back good. Brian Gorecki. And a timeout called by Montana State. Brian Gorecki able to make it count. And just like that, Gorecki has 1,000 career points. A tip of the cap to Brian Gorecki for that accomplishment in 3.5 years. And Gorecki scores his 1,000th career point on a putback bucket. We're taking a break thanks to the Prime Lending timeout called by Coach Logie. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the game. Montana State leading 74-52 over Eastern Washington as Gorecki enters the 1K club. We're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
for every adventure and every mishap. Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
As a Montana parent, I want to be at my best for my child. I've learned that if I want to be at my best, then I need to take care of myself. ParentingMontana.org has podcast episodes about taking care of my own health and well-being, improving my relationship with my parenting partner, and supporting my child's physical and mental health. I found the podcast to be informative, relatable, and I can tune in whenever I have time. ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success.
Brought to you by SAMHSA and Montana DPHHS.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
Back of the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 4:42 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 64-52 over Eastern Washington. Eastern's in first place on both the men's and women's side. The women, Tricia Binford and her crew right now up by 1 with 4 seconds left in the ball game. Eastern has the basketball. They just called a timeout, so they'll be able to advance the ball. But Montana State, a furious comeback thanks to a couple of points from Picton, Dykstra, and Hall, as well as Taylor Jansen. So big comeback there for Montana State, trying to score a massive road win on the women's side today. 4:42 to go here, with the Cats up 64-52 over Eastern Washington, coming out of a Prime Lending timeout. Prime Lending, home loans, made simple. We do have one more media timeout coming at the end of 4. On the left wing, Hartman has it, goes to the top. Eric Strip picks up the dribble, gives it to Coward. Coward on the right wing, holding above his head, gives it to the top. Hyman to the free throw line, pulls up with a long jumper, and it's good. Well, you give up that shot, but that was another kind of herky-jerky possession for Eastern, which now breaks out the full court press. Out to Ford. He's picked up one-on-one, and he's able to take it across the timeline with 4:10 remaining in the game. Ford on the right wing. Double team trap comes. He passes to Lekalot cleanly. Jump pass up to the top for Garacki. Around to Patterson. Pumps the 3. Gives it back to Garacki with 10 to shoot. Cats milking a little clock. 7 to shoot. Walker facing up down to the right block. Now back to the basket. Double spins. Lays. No! Off the inside of the iron. Didn't fall. Here comes Eastern the other way. Coward driving a kick. Eric Strip tries a contested 3. That's well short, and it's out of bounds. Bobcat ball. That was a helter-skelter sequence. That's going to take us to another break. Walker had a tough move but couldn't finish, and then the Cats get a stop on the other end. We're taking our final media timeout from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State leading 64-54 against Eastern Washington. 3:39 remaining in the game. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it.
Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Back on the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Quick update on the women. They win. They get the monkey off their back with the road losses, and they win 62-61 against Eastern Washington. So the women are now 6-3 in Big Sky play. Eastern falls to 6-2 in conference action. So a massive win for Tricia Binford and the women before they go to Idaho, which is sitting at 3-5. 3:39 to go in the game here. Montana State leading 64-54, and they're going to have to beat their kryptonite against the full court press of Eastern Washington. Leckelot into Walker. The double team trap comes. Walker pivoting, and they called a foul as it got into the silo, so they got too close, and a foul on Eastern Washington. Kyman's third, and the Cats get a bit bailed out.
They got really bailed out. Brandon Walker was in deep trouble. It was either a timeout or a turnover coming, but the foul right at the end of that saves their necks.
Into Ford near the left sideline. Then to Turner. He's got it and takes it across the timeline. 3:28 remaining. Cats up 10. Trying to finish this thing off and solidify their contention for a top 2 seed this year as we open up February. Eddie Turner down to the baseline. Kicks it back out to Garacki. 8 to shoot. Given to Walker. 7. Walker into the lane. Draws the double. And a travel. Yep. So the Cats turn it over. And it's going back to Eastern, trailing by 10. Tyler Patterson, Chika Naduka back into the ballgame. Bobcat basketball is presented in part by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food. Order from anywhere and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. 3:05 remaining. Montana State trying to earn a signature Big Sky win. Cedric Coward into the lane, pulls up with a runner and kisses it off the glass. Cedric Coward coming to life in the second half. He has 11. Full court press again. Leckelot running the baseline. Gets it in for Patterson. Back to Leckelot. Little bobble. Back to Patterson. And he's able to weave through some traffic and take it up to the front court. Oh, and they called a foul on Coward, his third. Looked like Patterson lost his balance, and a technical on the Eastern bench. So one of the assistants. Patterson did kind of lose his balance there. Coward picked up the foul. I do think the Cats caught a break, and then the entire bench was livid, and one of the assistants is who got technical.
Yeah, there's no question. And interesting that he's still standing and giving stink eye to the officials there.
I mean, it shouldn't have been a foul.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree that the foul was a phantom call,
Yeah,
but
the technical was
you
real.
can't lose your composure. We were just saying, right?
Right.
Last 5 minutes of games, composure is the whole deal. Well, an assistant coach on the bench getting a technical at that moment, that's no composure. I don't care what happened on the floor.
Right.
It's not your job to get a technical right there.
All right, so Coward picks up the foul. Technical on the Eastern bench. I mean, I understand why they're upset, but you're like you said, you can't act like that.
Right, and if anyone's going to get the technical, David Riley's got to be the guy that gets it, right? Like he's standing there, he's got to do it. But when your assistant coach loses his composure, it hurts your team.
So should be 2 technical free throws plus the 1-and-1 for Montana State.
Yeah, that's what I think we got. So Tyler will shoot 2, and
head coach David Riley still lit up. Even he was not the one teed up. It was the bench, one of the assistants. Riley, the reigning coach of the year in the Big Sky.
Yeah, young staff, young guy. Someone's got to come together and have some composure in such a key moment.
Oh, Garacki left that free throw short. Garacki 9 points, 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3, 5 rebounds and an assist. Second free throw is good. Ooh. Had to pray to the basketball gods on that one, rimming around. Okay, so Garacki splits the technical free throws. And now Tyler Patterson should have a 1-and-1. 8 team fouls on Eastern. Patterson tonight, 6 points, 2 threes, sponsored by Wendy's. Pair of assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. All right. And there he is. David Riley just got teed up again. I mean, you could hear it through the entire arena. He said, their players are talking to me. Doesn't really matter. I don't know why you would get into that shouting like that. That is a lack of composure. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to a young group of guys down there, and they've had a tough night. They haven't liked some of the officiating, and they lose their composure. And you just can't do it. Like, this isn't, high school basketball where an official is going to let you get away with that. These guys are professionals, and you're putting your team at a disadvantage.
Garacki misses the first of the 2 free throws. We do owe you immediate timeout here soon. We'll get to that momentarily. Patterson Garacki misses the second. So Garacki goes 1 of 3 on the 2 technicals, and now Patterson gets the 1 and 1. 2:42 remaining in the game. Montana State up 65-56. So Garacki having a tough night. A rare, quiet shooting night. And now Patterson gets the 1 and 1. And, the officials, too, they clearly communicated midway through the second half that things are getting chippy. Patterson misses the front end, and Eastern gets the rebound. So all of that, and Montana State comes away with 1 point after a personal foul and 2 technicals. That is a missed opportunity. 2:30 remaining in the game. Montana State up 65-56. Coward into the post. Lost it. Naduka makes the catch, and he gets rid of it to Garacki. Garacki into the front court. Slows it down to the right wing. Now a double-team trap comes. Stripped free. Loose in the backcourt. Lecolot wins the race for the ball. Out to Rob Ford. Shot clock reset. Out to Patterson. His pass is tipped and out of bounds, staying with Montana State. And now I think they're going to take a look at the clock. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. You're listening to Montana State basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Keaton Galogly alongside Brian Priebe, Will Gordon back in the studios. So the shot clock reset, probably when it should not have, but then or maybe it should, I'm not really sure. We're going to look at it. But either way, the coaching staff from Eastern Washington blew up on the scorer's table. That got some other people behind the scorer's table who hire those people quite upset. And then David Riley just turned, apologized, and patted himself on the chest. So they were upset about the shot clock resetting as that ball was getting jostled around. Did Eastern have possession? I'm not really sure. Probably not, I don't think.
I don't know. It was close.
Right.
They definitely
wasn't blatant.
Had a deflection. The question is, was it enough to constitute a possession and therefore a reset?
And that's a hard thing to determine. It wasn't like it was a gratuitous reset.
Right. No, I mean, it looked like they were going to get a steal and go the other way. Sam Lecolot comes out of nowhere, comes up with a loose ball, so the Bobcats are able to retain possession. 2:11 to go. The only question is what's going to be on the shot clock.
Yeah, and so no, it should not have reset. I just saw the replay. They never really had possession of it. And boy, this game is getting testy today. 2:11 to go. Montana State leading 65-56, and Montana State trying to hold on here. And what's been a pretty long game with some fouls. We had the extra phantom media timeout, which I did get an explanation on. The officials did call for it, but then they didn't time it, so then they called it off, and then they went to the media timeout after that. So that's what happened. And we were right in the moment. There was no way for us to know that. So I just want everybody to know I was right.
Great call.
And this is why they put a microphone in front of me. 2:11 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 65-56. The other thing for Eastern is, their bench decorum. It's like this a lot. And this is obvious. They've gone a little over the top here, but they're typically running pretty hot on the bench.
Yeah, they're an emotional group. You see it even in their pregame warm-ups, and nothing wrong with that, but there's got to be leadership either from the staff or from the players that knows when you've got to dial up and when you got to dial back. And I felt like they've kind of been whining and chippy all game long at the officials. Well, eventually that overflows. You get a couple technicals, and the players are responding to the way in which the coaches are reacting to the officials. And so just one of those things that you got to be able to handle the emotion of big games and big moments.
Okay, so they put 15 seconds on the shot clock. So they deemed there was never possession. It should not have reset. 2:11 to go in the ball game. Montana State has 4 players in double figures, led by Rob Ford, who's got 18. Casey Jones leads Eastern with 12. Coward has 11. It's a tough game to officiate, too. There's just been so much. I feel like they've done a nice job trying to keep control tonight. They could have gotten away.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to complain about. I think, obviously, Eastern probably would disagree with that statement, but that has more to do with just how they've responded to it.
Inbound to Patterson, trapped, gets rid of it to Ford in the left corner, 10 to shoot, 2 minutes remaining in the game, 7 to shoot. Ford at the top, 5, Ford crossing over to his right, 4. Ford into the lane, 2, fall away Jay, short off the front iron, Cats offensive rebound, Garacki open 3, that's no good. Lekalot another offensive board again. Sam Lekalot, what a board, his first career double-double. 1:40 remaining. Can the Cats close it out, leading by 9 against undefeated Eastern Washington? Ford, 5 to shoot into the lane. Pump fake, kicks it out. 2. Garacki blocked on the 3 ball. Eastern picks up the loose ball. 90 seconds left. Cats up 9. Eagles with the ball. Coward on the left wing. Into the post. Watts. His pass is picked off right into the wicker basket of Rob Ford. Wow. 75 seconds left. 5th steal for Rob Ford today. No, 6th steal for Rob Ford. Garacki is open. Pump fake. Lays it in. They were trying to trap. Garacki was left wide open. The Bobcats lead by 11 with 1 minute remaining. Hyman on the drive. Step back. Baseline J. Good. That was not an easy shot. Brian Garacki now 1,002 career points. And we've got a whistle and a timeout. Yep, by Eastern. 56 seconds to go. Montana State up 67-58, and they've got a chance to close this thing out as Eddie Turner checks back into the game.
Yeah, and that timeout right there, still haven't indicated who called it. I thought it was Eastern.
I saw him kind of point with his thumb.
Yeah, but that's an interesting thing because it allows Eddie Turner back into the game. Bobcats get a little better ball handling unit out there instead of having not Eddie Turner in the game, basically. And when they've struggled against the press is when Ford and Turner aren't out there together.
With the 6 steals for Rob Ford today, he passes Johnny Perkins, and he is 3rd on the all-time list for single-season steals behind just Ray Willis and Chris Conway. Willis had 76, Conway had 94.
I don't know if he's catching Conway, but he's catching Willis. He's going to be number 2. And he is just a magnet for steals. 60. Unbelievable.
Here's the full court press into Garacki with a minute to go, and the Bobcats leading by 9 of 67-58. 3 seconds to break it. Turner gets it through on a tipped pass to Ford. Ford takes it over to the left sideline, and Watts commits the foul to send Ford to the line. Montana State just barely breaking that press again. Watts picks up his first, and Ford going to the stripe. Oh, man. Well, the Cats keeping their composure down the stretch.
Yeah, you make free throws and you're good to go. Make it interesting if you don't make free throws or you turn it over, but otherwise this thing is in the books.
Free throw is good. 19 points for Rob Ford. 1 more for his 6th 20-point game of the year.
Eastern shooting 11% from behind the arc, 2 for 18. Unbelievable.
Second free throw is good. 20 points for Rob Ford tonight. Cats up by 11, 40 seconds left. Thrown around into the right corner. Watts nearly traveled. Drives into the lane, running. Finger roll is good. That was a tough shot. 34 seconds left. Montana State up 9. Over it pass to Ford. He breaks the press, takes it out to the right wing, and draws the foul. And Montana State is 31 seconds away from handing Eastern Washington their first loss since December 21st, and their first loss against a non-Power 5 school. The only 7 losses for Eastern this year have come against Power 5s.
Well, and it'll be their second straight loss to Eastern on the over the last 2 seasons. Correct. Yeah, sorry, Montana State. And the Cats get a huge win, puts them in a spot where they have now beaten the top 2 teams in the league.
First free throw is no good. Still got to close this thing down. We're all scarred. But the Cats trying to win back-to-back games in this series. for the first time since 2011. Ford knocks down the next free throw. 21 for the heart and soul of the Bobcats. Rob Ford. Magnuson gets across the timeline. 25 seconds left. Cats up 10. Pass is tipped. Recovered by Eastern. Eric Strupp throws it up. No good. Ford's got the rebound, and the Bobcats can dribble it out. Montana State hands Eastern Washington their first loss in Big Sky play. The Cats maintain their dominance on the home floor to go to 21-3 at Worthington Arena over the last 3 years, and Montana State wins it 70-60 over Eastern Washington. The Bobcats had to turn so much over during the offseason, and they begin February by handing Eastern their first loss in conference play, and the Bobcats are firmly in contention for one of those coveted top 2 seeds in Boise. We'll take a break. The Raymond Chop House postgame show coming up. Bobcats win it 70-60 over Eastern Washington with a statement dub. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
For all you've been through lately, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana wants to make sure you are covered in care. From preventive cancer screenings to proper control of diabetes, high blood pressure and behavioral health management, to prenatal care and child immunizations, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is by your side, reminding you preventive care is imperative care. Stay on top of your health at bcbsmt.com. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
I want BOGO for $1. Daily double.
Honey, wake up.
What? What's up?
You were talking in your sleep.
I had this dream. McDonald's Daily Double was BOGO for $1. Just like the McChicken, McDouble, and Hot and Spicy McChicken.
Honey, that's not a dream. The Daily Double is BOGO for $1.
All my dreams are coming true.
I don't know about that.
What do you think that dream means?
My guess, you really like McDonald's BOGO for $1 items.
Oh, you're good.
Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Prime Lending, home loans made simple. Equal housing lender. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. This is Bobcat Postgame.
Well, when the heat turned up, the Bobcats stood tall, and they serve the Eagles their first Big Sky loss of the year and their first loss against a non-Power 5 school all season. Montana State improves to 11-11, 6-3 in Big Sky play. Eastern Washington falls to 13-8, 7-1 in Big Sky play. Their 9-game winning streak ended. It was the 5th longest active streak in the country. It's their first loss since December 21st. And Brian, the Bobcats are now 21-3 at home over the last 3 years. This was one heck of a victory, 70-60 tonight.
Tremendous. I mean, if you think about the two best games that the Bobcats have played this season, Northern Colorado at home and now Eastern Washington at home, and in those two games, the offense and the defense both played at an extremely high level. Take that and add to it that Brian Garacki might have had one of his poor performances. Now, he still scored 12 points and had 6 rebounds and did a lot of really good things, but 4 for 16 from the field, 1 for 10 from the three-point line, 3 for 6 from the free throw line, just very uncharacteristic. So for Montana State to beat the top team in the league and to do it with one of their two best players having kind of an off night, that is kind of an encouraging thing.
Yeah, and Rob Ford was an absolute tank again tonight. I mean, when Eastern had a multiple runs in this ball game, and in that second half, as Eastern made one of their later runs, it was Rob Ford who just said, look, we need to do something. I'm going to knock down a few three balls, which the Cats really hadn't done all game. He puts up 21 points, 7 rebounds, 6 steals, hits 3 Wendy's three-pointers, 5 assists, 1 turnover. I mean, they call him the Rob Cap for a reason, man.
Without question. I mean, he drew 7 fouls. I mean, it's just one more thing that Rob Ford does to contribute to his team winning, and there was no question that he was just the best player on the floor tonight wearing either uniform.
We are on the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. I'm Keaton Galogly alongside Brian Priebe and head coach Matt Logie sitting down to join us on the post-game show now. Well, Coach, congrats on the 70-60 win today. Tell us a little bit about just this team's composure down the stretch as things continue to ramp up. Eastern made a couple of runs, and it seemed like you guys stood tall in the face of adversity today.
We keep growing because we're willing to learn, and we obviously learned a really tough lesson on Sunday that helped us tonight, and it all started with our attitude as a group. All right, they chose what attitude to believe about themselves coming into this game. And you saw what they're capable of tonight. Couldn't be prouder of this group.
Coach, the defense was unbelievable. You held Eastern to a season-low 60. They hadn't been even close to that in league. 77 was a low coming in. What was the key defensively to do the job against this team?
Just pressure and effort. They have such great size and length and shooting, and then they post you up so hard from so many different positions. So everybody's got to defend in the post, and everybody has to defend the three-point line. And our guys executed our game plan really, really well.
Sam Lekelak last 3 weeks had great run. First double-double in his career tonight, 11-10. Made a lot of other intangible plays. Your thoughts on Big Sam?
Really proud of him. He's a guy that we've needed during this stretch, and we knew he was capable of more, and he continues to step up to the plate, and now made a big 3 there tonight. Just kept encouraging him to keep shooting. You're wide open, and so really proud of his, mental toughness there. And then, 5 offensive rebounds. I mean, those are huge in a game like tonight.
Yeah, and a couple others he kept alive that he may not have gotten. Last question from me, at least, is Rob Ford. I mean, he just continues to do it. I mean, it's points, rebounds, steals, assists. He doesn't turn the ball over hardly at all. It's just hard to say enough good things about what he's contributing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that anyone's playing better basketball than Robert Ford right now, and I couldn't be happier for him. He's a relentless worker. He's a relentless competitor, and he's been highly coachable. I mean, there are things that we asked him to change about his game going into this year, and he's seen tremendous success, because of his commitment and willingness to be coached.
Finally, Brian Garacki over 1,000 career points with his effort today. So pretty special. He got it on that late putback underneath the cup. What's it mean to you to be recruiting this kid now in his 4th year to cross over the century mark or the 1,000 mark at the D1 level?
Yeah, I'm proud of Brian. I'm not surprised. I thought he'd be a 1,000-point scorer in his career, and that's because of how hard he works on the game, how much he means to him, and how well he can shoot the basketball. So Obviously tonight wasn't his best night of the year, but he's had some great moments for us long, and the best is yet to come for him for sure.
No doubt. Also, Rob Ford went over 500 career rebounds as well. Cats win it 70-60. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight today.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, that's head coach Matt Logie. We're taking a break on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. Montana State hands Eastern their first Big Sky loss with a 70-60 decision. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Bozeman Spirits Distillery, craft distilling award-winning